It's quieter. Is that running full open?
Now we're live.
Yeah, that's full open.
Okay. Might need to mute yet. Then you can still hear it echo pretty well. All right, time to go over and grab the live. And there I are. Alex is sitting here waiting.
Oh, sorry, man.
Yeah, Rev, you can apologize to Alex.
I did. Sorry, man.
And there's Charles. Hey, Charles. Oh, so Wednesday evening.
Hey, everybody.
Why can I not drag this window?
I don't know.
Every time I try to drag it, it just expands.
So did you like the end of the video today with the snow flying?
Oh, yeah, that was horrible.
Nice to see it, yeah.
I believe it.
Oh, yeah. That was perfect, though. It was like, hey, check out all my peppers. And then like, oh, hey, it's like an hour later, and look, there's snow.
Yeah, it was only like 10 minutes later. I was back editing it and came out to talk to a customer, and I looked up and, oh, it's snowing. Went back, grabbed the camera, and went up and added that.
Man, because I made
Yeah, it wasn't even fully copied onto the computer yet.
So I made that video. I was like, oh, it was really cold. It was like 60 degrees here. I got a bunch of my Canadian friends, JT and Troll, saying, oh, poor guy, 60 degrees. And I had to write them back today like, hey, man, not to worry. It was back up to 70.
We had snow on and off all day.
Yeah, I was glad that it at least waited until after we got home from trick-or-treating with our daughter.
I had to go back to like the sleeveless shirt because, it was that nice today. I went out. I had like two shirts on. I had my green shirt. Remember one of the one of the live streams, people referred to me as Green Shirt, and I had that thing on. But it was so hot with the sun, it just kept like amplifying my shirt. I had to take it off, and I don't know why this gray shirt. I would think gray would absorb heat just as much as green, but for some reason, no. But I also got to show off the guns. They're gigantic or something.
Oh. So what's going on in the world of you guys?
I don't know. I was wondering where Dave was.
I found some pretty gigantic maple leaves with Gabby today.
Oh, right.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Devin, make noise so you come up on the screen.
Oh. Hey, there you go. That says compared to a normal sized one.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could like knock someone out when that thing falls out of the tree.
Nice.
Yeah, try getting hit by a walnut falling out of the tree.
Oh, them hurt. May as well be a golf ball.
Yeah. I've gotten a couple this year right in the head, but that's beside the point. For those that don't know, I have two huge black walnut trees in my backyard. And both of them decided they wanted to drop nuts this year. So yeah, go walk under it, to go walk out to the garage and get hit in the head.
So they're male trees.
No, they switch back and forth every year. One year they'll take and put out the helicopter things. The next year they'll take and put out walnuts.
Well, they were dropping nuts. So.
Gee.
Reminded me of some kind of squirrel joke. I can't remember what the joke was, but hey, what's up, brother troll?
I know what day of the week it is today.
And he didn't fall asleep either.
So 5 to 10 last night, the wife gets up, turns off the TV, and says, "I guess you want to go onto YouTube now." And what? No. Even though she had worked all day the day before, she didn't realize that yesterday was not Monday.
I do that sometimes.
I'll admit it, so do I. I have to take a look at my watch to see what day of the week it is.
Not me. I'm always on top of it.
I'm going to leave that one alone. Me, myself, I just had my regular butterscotch. Same thing, as usual. Devin has a...
I'm doing something random and quieter. It's a mix of someone who came into the e-cig store. He was like, I want you to make me a bottle. And I was asking him what he wanted, and he was like, make me something random. Okay, that doesn't really, what do you want for kind of a hint at all? And he was like, well, just give me a drop of everything. So I did, minus a few flavors. So it's pretty much a drop of every flavor we have in the shop, minus a few that I knew are like, I don't like, so I wouldn't. Because it's like the bacon flavor, which we don't have very much of anymore.
Yeah, so 111 different flavors, pretty much.
No, see, I was doing the RX 200S with the TFV8, but apparently, yeah, that's making too much noise. But my mic was also set way too high from previous uses, recording music and things.
Oh, well. Been rocking a RX 200 with temple and custom top with my own juice. That's cool.
I'm gonna close this halfway and see what happens, because even I heard that.
That's how I got started in the business. I started making my own juice, and then friends started trying it, and they started wanting it, and it started getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And next thing you know, the neighbors are complaining about how many people come to the house, and opened up a shop.
And then next thing you know, you own the whole block, and then you buy one on the next block, and you take over that block.
Yeah. Got about 80 different flavors I make. Well, that's cool. We have 145.
I don't know, I think we had, close to 150.
Yeah.
And then with new FDA regulations and things, because we're a business, we just decided figure out which ones sell, which ones don't. And I mean, technically, we still have the other flavors. They're just sometimes I'll suggest them, and I make my own flavors that I have for myself in my own kind of list of flavors. So sometimes people will be like, "Give me something that you like," and so I'll pick a random flavor off the list and give it to them.
And you'll be like, "Have you ever tried this 201 flavor stuff?"
Yeah. It's that horrible.
I forget where the joke is in there, but it's something with like, what is that? Like, is it a Geico commercial or something like that with like raccoons making food where like they have like a bunch of different ingredients, like any garbage they can find in a dumpster? I know Brando sent me something recently. It was like, yeah, it was raccoons making pumpkin pie, and it was like with candy corn and just random stuff they found in dumpsters.
You know,
You know, same thing. Add a bunch of ingredients. It's got to be good.
yeah, usually.
You know, I mean, it tastes off. Like, it kind of tastes like an old cough syrup. Fresh mint.
Not good.
So, I mean, it's not horrible. I think it's going to be my, go-to, hey, man, this is what you got to try.
Anna, where a cactus? Never heard of it.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
My hands down favorite juice to mix with. Okay, yep, never heard of it. We've got dragon fruit, which comes off a type of cactus, but that's as close as anything I'd have.
Prickly pear is a type of cactus too, and I've seen that at the e-store in Rockland.
Don't know if I've seen that one around.
I've seen that in like drinks. Everything that I've tried it in was pretty good.
Huh.
I always thought it was hilarious.
Well,
Prickly
maybe
pear.
your dad-
May have to try something like that. I like the creamy candies. You know? So, Mr. Rev, did you harvest any of your pods?
Yeah,
And?
got a few of them over there.
Are
Like 8
they
or
going to be coming over there?
I've got a whole pile of well, hang on. Let's go grab it. Hang on. Sleeping dog in my lap here.
Well, yeah. Huh? What? What happened? Oh, I was sleeping so good. Devin, your camera went out.
Uh-oh.
Not seeing you. There it is.
Am I moving at all, or am I frozen?
You're gray screen when you're talking.
You might have muted the camera. I don't.
No, my computer's been kind of laggy. I turned it on tonight, and so I'm assuming that.
Oh right,
Stuff
yeah. No, that
camera,
probably.
which is the main
Oh, there you go.
issue we've been. So I may switch it here.
Yeah, I was gonna say because even when
Guys
you're
are all
not, if you're muted, it'll go to your default
Yeah.
picture. But no, you keep popping up every once in a while, so that is laggy.
Most part, you guys are cutting in and out quite profusely, so I'm just gonna. I'll be right back. I'm gonna switch over to my tablet
Okay.
All right.
if it'll let me leave the conversation.
So, Rev, you were talking about what you harvested.
Yeah, got a few things. One heck of a balancing act trying to do this, but yeah, there's a bunch of Sugar Rush. See the pit bull. She yep, she signs off.
It says, I'm not eating those.
Nah, she's not scared of them. Yeah. I've got. Wait, where's it? Oh, okay. I've got a few more. Sugar Rush. Ooh. Bunch of them kind of small. I'm not exactly sure why they're all small. But then I
Hey,
have
Jared.
2 Scotch bonnets.
You
And
could
the
eat one
blue-
tonight.
Possibly. I think the smaller one. I believe one of them. I don't know. Maybe it already lightened up, or darkened up. But one of them had like a light pattern on the very top, like it was not quite right. But what's up, Jared? But yeah, so yeah, I got a bunch of Sugar Rush and a couple Scotch bonnets. And one of
Oh,
the
there's Susan.
yellow Trinidad Moruga scorpions, the very top of the, like the whole top of the pepper started turning yellow today. The very first one.
Good.
No, I'm not trying that one on.
You can eat one of the Scotch bonnets today.
Oh, probably, yeah. I think. Which one was it? I don't know. Right now, they both look like they're pretty much like the same amount of ripage. But I'm pretty sure the smaller one actually looked better. Oh, okay, yeah, I can see a little bit non-ripage. But anyway, what's going on? Hey, what's up, Susan? What's going on, Jared? All right. Well, I don't know. Jared wants to see me eat one of these Scotch bonnets, so I don't know. Does anybody else want to eat one of these Scotch bonnets? So I don't know. I guess the only way to really tell if anybody wants to see me eat one would be hitting that thumbs up button down below.
Until it gets to what number?
Oh.
Don't be looking. Don't be looking. Don't be looking. Hey, Aaron.
I have to get to all of the numbers.
You're looking at.
What's up, Aaron Hernandez?
There we go.
Hopefully.
No, I should be.
Yeah, because kind of blew the ears out a little bit there.
Sorry. Headset being
It just came in. We got the pit bull over here too.
This tablet situation. The camera's working better, but the freaking cord's being too short. So I think I got it situated. So I apologize to everybody. I think we should be good the rest of the show.
Yeah, except you're sounding like you're standing behind a door.
That's probably this mic. Now that I actually have it working. Because otherwise it's going to come out of my tablet speaker and echo back into the microphone.
Right.
So it's kind of either, yeah, lag out really bad or whatever. Maybe I can talk a little louder.
It sounded pretty all right. So Revy didn't say until how many thumbs up, but you probably looked and saw how many there already are.
Nah, I wouldn't have done that.
Uh-huh.
That totally does not sound like me.
So there's Dave. Sorry, guys, not going to join. Had to take care of our rabbits that was passing away. Kids are right, Donna's a right, and I'm a little queasy. Have fun. See you Monday. Sorry to hear that, Dave.
Yeah, that's always a
What you need
bummer.
to do. Yeah, losing a pet is always hard.
Yeah. Tell the kids and Donna that we said sorry.
Yeah, not good.
I never know what to say when like stuff like that happens.
Yeah, me either.
I always feel all awkward, like
More or
Yep,
less.
so do I.
especially weird when you got a dog laying in your lap, and you know.
Yeah. Well, I raise rabbits too, but all of mine are for meat. So it's not quite the same.
Yeah, that's
kind of-
different.
Right.
Well, that's good. He still has 3 more.
Yeah, go out with a girl that raised rabbits for snake food.
I hate snakes. Heck
Well,
with
there you
those-
go. Now you know to send him in his pepper.
Yeah,
Less poop for the garden.
yeah, because that's high nitrogen.
Yeah. Well, a friend of ours has a pig farm, and if it wasn't liquid, I'd be out there picking it up, bring it back and put it in the garden. But yeah, that's all liquid stuff.
That's like ducks. Ugh, such filthy animals.
Well, yeah, not to mention chickens.
No, ducks are worse than chickens.
Oh yeah, chickens are like dry poop. Ducks are like they're pee and poop all in one, and it's just ugh. Like they're in a certain area, and it all becomes mud within like a week. Chicken,
Ew.
chickens, it could happen, but not so much.
Yeah.
Ducks and geese are so gross.
I just got 4 yards of horse poop last weekend. I spread it all where my peppers will be in the garden next year.
Sweet.
Horse stuff isn't bad, especially if it's got a bit of straw mixed in with it.
Right. Yeah.
That would be cool.
Plant nutrients.
Not hearing you, Devin.
Yeah, you.
I don't know what to do with this mic. Probably gonna have to like tape it to my cheek here.
Braid the
Put it
cord
over
into
the
your
top of your-
beard to hold it there.
Just take some of the
Hold my
wire
chin
and
like
kind of like
this the
wedge
whole
it in your
time.
tooth, so it's like, you know, kind of right by your mouth.
No, usually if I'm making a phone call, what I'll do is I'll stretch it across,
Oh, there you go.
do that bit with it. But then I'm making a phone call so nobody can see how stupid I look.
Yeah.
So I guess I could just
Aw.
do this for the time being. Hey, now I can. Don't have to worry about muting my mic.
Great
Just talk
days.
quiet.
Jared says I have over 200.
But yet he's talking crap in the chat.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. Now you got the guys talking crap, literally. Yeah. I have over 200 chickens. My 4 geese are way nastier than all the chickens put together. I believe it.
Yep.
And then Dave, haha. Glad I could be
Glad
of
I could be
service.
of service.
But yeah, we're talking crap, but we're also talking beneficial uses of said. Yeah. If I knew somebody who had a cow farm, I'd be out picking up cow patties, but that's beside the point.
Why would you be looking for fishing bait?
No, fertilizer.
That's where you find all those good insects underneath the cow pies and everything.
Oh, okay.
Favorite things about back in the springtime when me and my dad would go turkey hunting down in like Greene County, Pennsylvania, and which is like kind of towards Dave, but on like the Pennsylvania side and up in the mountains. And we go down there, and after we're done turkey hunting, we just go up and like kick over some cow pies, whatever insects you'd find, throw them on a hook, go down to the stream and toss it in. You'd catch a trout.
Or
Pretty
catfish.
interesting.
What's that?
Just I never would have thought to do that. Usually just dig a hole in the backyard and grab some night crawlers out.
Well, that always works too.
Tipping cowpies
I
is
always found
easier.
that red wigglers were better for trout than night crawlers. So
I usually just would fish to fish, I guess, not necessarily going for anything, whatever you caught.
Red wigglers is what I put in my aquaponics garden.
yep.
I should have about 200 per bed whenever I started, but I don't know how many I have. The lava rock aquaponic garden, I found it today and it was like, oh, I think the pump really isn't pumping out a lot of water. And it was just sitting there where it got all the way to the very top and it was flooded and it was just overflowing the drains, but not actually activating. And so I had to clean out the pump. And then all of a sudden it started working like crazy. So, whoops.
Sometimes it just takes a little ingenuity.
Dave says it's beautiful in that country and Washington country. Oh, yeah.
I found a couple a block away that raised horses. They gave me all their horse poop and loaded it in my truck with their tractor. I told them I'll take all they can produce. Awesome soil amendment. I agree.
Yeah.
There you go, Rob. You can have
Yeah, but they don't
mixed
know
into
anybody
the
who raises
plant.
horses.
Well, if you get a hold of the poop, I'll let you mix it in.
Llamas? Goats? Emus?
I know somebody who raises sheep, but I don't know if I could get it from him because he uses it in his own garden. And I don't want pig stuff.
So go over to his house and just kind of nonchalantly steal a couple scoops of dirt every time you go over.
The only
Slowly fill up
problem
the
is
back
the
of
sheep
your
are.
truck.
The only problem is the sheep are in the furthest barn back on the property. And you have to drive by the house in order to get back there. Yeah, it wouldn't work too well.
Yeah.
Ah,
Whereas tons of good trace minerals too. All depends on what they eat. But yeah, if they eat good stuff, then what comes out will be good too, I guess, for plants.
go down, go fishing, and grab anything that you don't want and bury it under your plants, like the Native Americans used to do.
More or less.
Yep. Or like a bunch of people I heard like with their rose garden, they would have like their grandson go and like catch them a fish and they would bring it home and dig a hole right in front of the rose garden and bury the fish. And
Well, yeah, especially if you can't really keep any nutrients in the soil. If you don't really have soil.
you know,
If you put something more solid down near the root base, you'd think it would give it something better to grow into versus having it just kind of run past constantly.
Yeah, I want to get my yard tilled up pretty quick here.
entire yard.
No, just about a quarter of it. I'm gonna do plants in ground this year and in buckets.
You're gonna do it now?
Oh, if
Well,
you do it now, you can dig in all the leaves and everything, and they'll decompose by springtime.
before
Then
the
do it
ground
again in the
freezes.
springtime.
But also whatever kind of organisms that you have in there might freeze. Like if you dig those things up and everything, like they might have more of a susceptibility to freezing deeper and you know, actually killing off all those beneficial bacteria. You might be better off in the springtime and then till it all in, and then no.
The frost line in the winter here, it gets down as deep as 5 feet down. So anything within the first 5 feet gets completely frozen. So yeah.
You know what our frost line
Taking
is?
hell of a tiller to go 5 feet deep.
Oh. Hey Devin, how would you like to do that?
Yeah.
Dig
know
it
what
up
our
and then take
frost
it away.
line-
I was gonna say, you
Yeah.
rent a backhoe to take the dirt out, and I'll till the bottom of the hole for you.
Yeah, but taking the dirt out would do the same thing as tilling it. So take it out, put it back in.
You know what our frost line is here?
None.
Non-existent. Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure like 8 inches.
Well, if it gets cold enough for it to freeze that low.
Well, that's extreme, you know, the most extreme case. It froze for like a week here once. Like it was below freezing, you know, below freezing temperature, and had ice all over the place for like almost a week.
There you go.
Once.
Yeah, we get it for like 3 months.
Once.
Every year.
And you're talking about what, Rev? 32?
No, it was down to like the 20 somethings. But
As opposed to minus 40.
no, we didn't get to minus anything. We might have been down to the teens. No, we shouldn't have that at all. I'm right here on the ocean, like in North Carolina. So, you know, we got salt and all that stuff. It shouldn't really actually freeze per se. We got the Gulf Coast. It's right off the right off of here, what, like 60 miles from me.
So Jared says, I till my garden after we get enough rain to soften it up in fall or early winter, and then let it sit till spring and retill it. That way all the amendment can break down over winter. See, that's what I was thinking. If I take and rake all the leaves and all the extra plant matter over there, dig it all in, it'll decompose and break down by the time spring comes around, and then till it up again and it'll disperse it even better. And a 1/2 inch frost line, yeah, it doesn't get cold there very much anyway.
Yeah, at least not long enough to get
Pretty good.
anywhere.
Well, you said half.
Yeah, 1/2 inch.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, oh, he only said a half. It could be half a foot.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, no. It's fun watching people to try and dig a grave in the middle of winter here.
Yeah.
Takes them a good day to do it.
No, more or less. Yeah, backhoes, jackhammers, all the works.
Great big huge metal pots with burning coal in it. One of my uncles does that for a living. Tend to put a big pan down with charcoal in it that's lit. Let it sit there for an hour. Go back, use the backhoe to dig it up. Put the tent back up. Put the coal back on. Let it thaw out some more. Over and over again. It takes them a day to do it.
Jeez.
But that's getting morbid, so let's change the subject on that one.
I was going to say, all that work, man, all you got to really do is, like, you know, get in the car and move like 10 hours south.
Lucky. Lucky.
Yeah, Jared's another person I'd invite up here during February to experience some real cold. Tim knows what real cold is.
Yes, sir. Minus 40 out. Driveway is an inch and a half thick in ice. I take the garbage out to the road barefoot, and that's 200 feet.
Gee.
Ah,
Sounds like something I would do. Last year we got
yeah.
our
Sorry, I wouldn't.
first snowfall, and I walked outside. I made it like all the way out around the greenhouse, and I was like, "Oh wait, I'm in my bare feet."
No, 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 no.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do that. My toes would freeze.
I'd die in that cold. I'm a California boy. I live 20 minutes from the coast. Uh-huh.
Well, I'm east side, and
California.
I'm less time from the coast. I'm like 4 minutes from the coast. It's that way, quarter mile.
That's spitting distance.
Yeah, that's about how far it is
Well,
for me
I
to.
believe what you mean by that is that I could totally take a football and toss it, and it would land in the ocean. Yeah, I can do that.
More, got them strong arms, right? Like you were saying.
Oh yeah, that's why the sleeveless shirt. I mean, it all makes sense.
Yeah.
So, Rev, have you decided how many thumbs up you want for that pepper?
Oh, let me not look.
And you want me to go out in the greenhouse and grab one too? I got ripe peppers on the mother of the plant that those seeds came from.
Oh man, if you're gonna grab one, I mean that adds to the number of thumbs up.
Oh, no.
Okay, well, I'm going out to the greenhouse. You calculate the thumbs up. I'll be back in a minute.
All right. Well, hey, anybody want to see us eat some Scotch bonnet peppers? I got 2 right here, and Trill's running out to grab a couple. So if you want to see us eat some Scotch bonnet peppers, throw a thumbs up down there to let us know. Throw us a comment or, all that other fun, happy social media stuff.
It's already hit the standard 10, though.
Oh, is 10 enough?
Yeah, see? That's the standard. I just declared that.
Oh, my bad. I thought 15 was the, just the regular old baseline. That's why I was going to say whenever Troll was like, hey, I'll grab some too. I was like, oh, we got to grab some more. So maybe it should go up to 20. Trying to get some thumbs up going.
I'd say 10 is good.
What's up, Shannon? So, hey, Shannon, I got a Scotch bonnet pepper here. Do you really think that me and Troll, who's just getting back here, should be eating up on this Scotch bonnet pepper? I forget what it is, like what, 650,000 Scoville? Something like that.
I agree with Jared. Eat them both all at once. With some of that jalapeno salsa sauce on a chip. No, don't eat them both at the same time. That would be overkill.
Oh, I think he would love it.
Afterwards, not during.
Yeah, it depends on how long afterward you're talking to, but we won't start talking the manure thing again.
Whenever somebody really starts talking about eating really hot peppers, I just think of Johnny Cash's Burning Ring of Fire.
And I've never gotten that, so I don't know what it's like, but that's beside the point. So, Tim, let's see what you got.
Can you see that?
Oh, that
Yes.
looks nasty.
Yeah, that's a really nice looking pod.
This plant is the plant that the seeds that I gave Rev that grew those pods, he's got in his hand.
So they're the same pretty much. Yeah.
They should be the same strain, same heat, roughly.
Yeah,
What was that one we ate the
mother
other
and
day?
daughter. The only thing that the pods Rev's got could have crossed with would be either cayenne, and it doesn't look like that's crossed with cayenne. Neither does his.
No.
Well, or a ghost pepper.
Hmm.
I don't think it crossed with the ghost pepper.
But you see, now yours look more like habaneros than Scotch bonnets. Last year, all of the peppers I got off this plant looked more like habaneros than Scotch bonnets. But this year, all the peppers on it look like Scotch bonnets.
These are just the first. Yeah, this is third and fourth that I pulled off the plant. So the first two
Oh, this is
I tried in a past live stream.
this is the first one this year, but this plant is 2 years old, like I said.
Thanks, Jared.
Keep giving us thumbs up, everyone. We need to get Rev to get up to whatever limit he's
Did you
holding on
decide
to in his
what
head there.
the count is going to be?
Give thumbs up just for that last comment Jared left.
Yeah. Second to last one.
I'm not hoping for that. I was hoping for that. I'd go grab one of those King Nagas.
What did we have the other day, Rob, at the shop?
The ahi.
Was it like a manzano or something?
I don't remember exactly which one it was.
Black
Or
seed.
Amarillo?
Did it
That
have?
might have been the Amarillo.
Yeah, I think it was the Amarillo. We got the first pepper I pulled a chunk off of in this bag of peppers. It was very sweet, no heat at all. So Rob tried a piece off the same pepper, same thing. So I'm sitting there like, okay, this has got to be a fluke because it's an ahi. So I broke a bigger chunk off of a different pepper. It was definitely one of those dumb peppers that's just absolutely no heat out of the whole group of all the peppers because that first pepper had nothing. The second pepper, I definitely should not have grabbed a bigger piece.
Yeah, I get to laugh because I did the same thing.
There we go.
So you're going to eat all of those and the 2 Scotch bonnets?
Oh, you know me, man.
Dropping them. You better pick that one up.
All you gotta
Puppy
do,
gets that one.
all you gotta do
Yeah.
is go to my Patreon.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Left this one on a little too long. The seeds are going black.
I was surprised with those ricotas how black the seeds actually are, but they look cool.
Yeah, they look like they're, if I remember correctly, they're like hard as gravel.
I believe it.
That's why I never want to eat seeds, let alone out of the manzano or the ricotta.
And we'll keep that in mind when I go to eat them.
Well, plus you want to save them.
Well, yeah.
You'll just have to core them and dehydrate the cores separately.
Yeah.
I still have to fire up my dehydrator. I haven't done that yet this year.
Mine's been running constantly for about 5 days now.
I'm surprised you haven't.
I emptied out, loaded back up, and started up again.
I was gonna say I'm surprised you haven't had to replace any more or any parts on it.
Yeah. In fact, yesterday I went and got 2 more trays for it. So now I'm up to 8 trays.
So I don't know what my dad's doing with those peppers because he just left again and never gave me any of them. My dad has a friend who has a pepper farm, and he grows a wide variety of peppers from like sweeter banana peppers all the way up to super hots, habaneros, different things like that. And so he was done harvesting for the year, and my dad got about 50 pounds worth of peppers. He just kind of went through his garden and started grabbing things. Wants Rob to turn it all into pepper.
Yeah, he wants me to dehydrate it all, and that would take quite a while. So I told him make about 3-pound batches, freeze them, and give me a batch at a time so I can dehydrate them one batch at a time. But the probably what 3.5, maybe 4 pounds that I got from Becky, I'm about halfway through those now.
Oh wow, so yeah, okay. It does take a little while to get through some peppers.
Yeah, because I have one batch in there that's in right now that'll be out in the morning, and I have another batch that's ready to go in right behind it. So yeah, lots of ahi lemon drops powder this year.
Heck yeah.
So did you cut it up, Rev?
Oh no.
Did you make it into some
Why?
quick salsa with the all the peppers chopped together on sprinkle some little cuts in your mouth?
No. Ah. Ahis are the only peppers that I have here. So how's it smell, Tim?
I was doing that.
You know, I always gave Dave a hard time about saying that they smell or they taste fruity, but Scotch bonnets, they smell fruity. Like, of course they smell fruity. They're a fruit.
You mean because the seeds are inside?
Yep.
Ah.
So, all right. I got half the people in here anyway.
All right. Well, while you're waiting for thumbs up, I gotta go let the
Well, I wasn't
guy
waiting
out.
for thumbs up. I was putting everybody's channel in the chat so everybody could go and follow everybody. I got you and Troll up so far.
Yep, I see it. I'll be back in a moment.
Devin G, and then like it came up with a whole bunch of different ones, and then that reminded me of, you ever see that movie Mean Girls? That dude Kevin G. He goes up and does that rap where it's Kevin G. Well, if you just change it from Kevin to Devin, that would be pretty funny.
I'll be back in a moment.
Jeez.
Where's my knife?
All right.
What are you doing, Pickle? Hmm.
Do you think Reb smell fruity?
What's that?
Smell fruity?
I'm just smelling where the stem was pulled off, but smells like a pepper. I don't know. I got to get a knife to cut it open. This dog is laying in my lap.
Pitbull's got good teeth.
Here, open this thing up. Oh.
No, I'm sure that would suck. especially if your dog isn't used to eating anything like that.
I don't know. I had a Roddy that would eat cayennes.
My dogs have never really been a big fan of vegetables in general, unless it was mixed in with other things and they weren't quite aware that it was there. Like my dad's dog, I mean, if you eat half your taco because you just ate like 6 of them or something, and so you don't want the rest of it, she'll eat that, not caring that there's lettuce in it. But you try and hand her a piece of lettuce, she'll sniff it, doesn't care that you have it. Same thing with any other vegetable. She won't eat apples unless you like play fetch with the apple for a while. And then she'll start biting into it and getting that juice, and then she'll be like, oh, okay.
Oh, my dog's pretty much all been, if I'm eating it, it's good enough for them.
So yeah, I suppose then they'd get used to it that way.
So did Rev actually decide on a number?
Not yet, I do not believe. But I want to say Rob
They're broken in half.
said he's standardizing it at 10 now. But the more thumbs ups and likes we can get, the better, because that's less for Rev to say something about. So everybody hit that thumbs up button. We're missing at least 2 or 3 people. Let's do this. All right, so
Hey, what's up, chat?
now what are you thinking?
I just got a text message from Dave who said that to tell everybody that he's going to do one of those one chip challenge Carolina Reaper chips on Monday if we can get 20 likes or 20 thumbs up. I assume that means on Monday. But yeah, no, do it tonight too. That's awesome.
Yeah, some dogs will do that. Some dogs just don't care what they eat, Jared, and other dogs, they get spoiled.
A rotten egg.
I used to drive around with with hacksaw tied in the back of the Ford Ranger, like cross-tied, and he'd just lay right down, and I'd pull into McDonald's, and I'd order like a fillet of fish and large fries and a large coffee and a Big Mac in a separate bag. And I'd pull up and I'd tell the girl at the window, "Yeah, give me the fillet of fish and the coffee and the Big Mac. Just throw it in the back of the truck." Said, what? Just throw it in the back of the truck. And the dog knew the routine, and he'd wait till it was flying over the side panels, and he'd leap up and grab it out of the air. Always get the girl at the drive-thru to scream.
That's awesome.
What are we waiting on me?
I believe so. See what your official inside the pepper smell test is.
I don't know. I only see 13 legs out there.
And considering we've got 15 people watching,
Oh
Should be at
man,
least 15 likes now.
that smells pretty dang on hot. Not a fan.
Your dog's like, don't touch my nose with that.
Well, with good reason, because there's a lot of oil on there. I don't know if that's going to show up or not, but there's a pile of oil all on the walls of that thing.
Yeah, Murph doesn't have any problems eating hot things. I don't know if he can't taste it or doesn't recognize it, but if I eat a hot thing and he gets a piece of it, he'll gulp it right down. But he won't eat a pickle.
Ew, not a pickle.
No, won't eat pickles. Pickle challenge is going to be tomorrow night,
Oh yeah.
so it
I
should be
remember
interesting.
that.
Yeah, 7:30, 8 o'clock, because we have to wait for Sky to get out of work, and that'll be about 8:15.
So does that mean it's
And then
live?
I don't know if I can get it live. It's going to be recorded at the very least.
It's going to be recorded live in front of a studio audience to be aired at a later date.
And who's the studio audience going to be, though? Is Kirsten going to come with Gabby?
No, probably, yeah. Gabby's not allowed anymore, thanks to the new rule. No, I was thinking probably customers or, well, no, there shouldn't be customers at that late.
No.
That'll be closed.
I don't know. Maybe Shane will bring his parents to laugh at him or something. I don't know. You can just get one of those laugh track boxes quick off of eBay.
Yeah.
Every time
Maybe
someone...
Or just download the sound file to your phone.
Yeah, there you go. Every time someone gives up, just laugh at them. No.
Alex, what do you mean by the most seeds anyone has ever seen? In a single pepper or what?
That's an interesting question, too. And what kind of seeds?
Okay, so Dave shouldn't have any challenge or any issues with the one chip challenge. I agree.
I got an 80-pound
Oh, yeah.
bag of wheat seed in the kitchen, so
Well, I mean, due to the law of infinite probability, eventually it's just going to grow a seed instead of a pepper.
What's up, Anthony Tran? Took 30 minutes for his chat to enable. I don't know why that is, but glad to have you here.
So, Rev, you cut it open, you smelled it, you looked at it.
I did.
I think he's still waiting for more thumbs ups to pop up.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, that was it.
His famous procrastination tactics.
That's exactly what I was going for. I only see 13.
tactics, aren't those little white mint candies?
Yeah.
Yeah. 400 tons of seeds in one building. That's a lot.
Sounds like the government seed bank or something.
The one up there in the Arctic.
Yeah.
Well, if you look at corn, though, if you look at corn and, it's all seeds. So dent corn for feed. We have mill not too far from here with huge towers, and they put their overflow outside. And they can get 20 feet tall, and it's got to be, I don't know what the square footage on the base of it is, but yeah. So interesting.
2 square feet of corn. Should I used to know this? 60 pounds?
No, not quite that much. Because 2 5-gallon buckets is just short of a bushel, and a bushel is just short of 50 pounds. And 1 5-gallon bucket is like 1.5 square feet or cubic feet, I think. I don't remember.
There you go. There's a measurement to go off of, Rob.
Ouch. Of corn, yep. Yeah, because our friend Alex, they're on a farm and they're harvesting corn right now. Or trying to, I should say. Yeah. All right, so time to eat the pepper.
You can do it, Rev.
And you know, Tim's just sitting there waiting for you to eat yours so he can eat his.
He looks like he's inspecting his all up.
Sniffed it so many times it broke in half.
Huh.
See how far behind you are, Rev?
Well, mine's in half.
But it's not in your mouth yet.
Got a lot of oil all over the inside of the walls.
Yep.
You missed a lot of Rev procrastinating, Susan. A lot of Rev
Yeah.
procrastinating.
Get it to eat it.
No, you didn't miss that at all, Susan. There was interesting stories going on and all kind of stuff, and I was just trying to wait for my part, you know, where I could find a break in the conversation.
And so now you have the floor, so now you have no more excuses.
Oh, is it that time? Oh, okay. I see how it is.
Well, you took the floor.
Then you just broke everything up.
See, Susan had 3 pods, so now you got to eat 3.
Oh, man. I wish I'd have got that on video. Jared.
You're at 15 thumbs up now, Rev. You got to do it.
Oh, man.
5 more than Rob's required limit.
Hey, there's half.
Ah,
Put it in front of my puppy dog, and she is still sleeping. No reaction. I would be reacting.
smell it. Tim's got half of his gone already.
Oh, did he already eat half?
Yeah.
He's chewing on one now, and he's working on the other half.
Yeah, that's why I said there's half.
Oh, I totally missed that. My bad. Sorry, I was looking at Susan's taunting in the chat there.
So
I
what
was
were
being
your 3 pods, Susan?
I was being triggered by the chat.
Uh-huh. Another form of procrastination.
Oh, all right.
Getting sidetracked.
Notice how it has this goofy.
Nope, I don't.
No, it's got like a goofy like little hook shape.
Uh-huh.
Pretty weird because it had a goofy little tail looking thing.
Oh, half of it
Victory.
in.
Okay, here goes the other half.
Yeah.
Well, tell us how it is. If you can talk.
Starting to build up some heat. But no, I was gonna say it's like it's one of those peppers where it leaves remnants everywhere. But now the heat's really starting to kick in from the backside towards the front. Kind of like one of those blowtorch type heats.
Really, I always feel the Scotch bonnets first, right on the tip of my tongue.
Yep.
Then it jumps to the back of the throat.
I got nothing on the tip of my tongue. It's actually behind the tongue from the throat coming forward. Yeah, a little bit on the top of the mouth, but like practically nothing on the bottom. Very weird. Like the tongue is slowly starting to get like a burn going to it. What's up, Gapey?
So are you gonna eat the other half, Rev?
What's that?
Are you gonna eat the other half?
Oh, am I eating the other half?
Yeah, Tim finished
Probably
his
not.
off.
No. I usually only do half pods. Last year was my reckless year where I just went nuts. And that Brazilian...
They're only Scotch bonnets, Rev.
Well, that Brazilian kicked me in the butt. So ever since then, I'm like, nah, I'm just going to go ahead and do a half. That King Naga this year, that thing was really trying to kick me in the butt, but...
Look at the chat. Eat it. I missed the first half.
Well, you're seeing the first half.
You asking us, Susan? We got Scotch bonnets, both Rev and I.
Yeah. Pretty big.
So, Tim, you don't look like you're suffering at all.
No, they're only Scotch bonnets.
No. But the burn's starting to come from the throat forward into the, like, back of the tongue, starting to come towards the front of the tongue. Oh, yeah, and I forgot to say, what's up, Sandy? I tried to mouth it earlier, but...
Yeah, I missed
You're
you
getting
too,
picked
Rev.
on
I was
again.
looking away.
And heat's starting to die back a lot.
So which
Well, with that last question, Troll, what'd you send me? Just red?
They, I didn't they weren't a seed packet. They were Scotch bonnets from the Jamaican supermarket that I took the seeds out of and grew.
So it was just, quote, Scotch bonnet.
Yeah, a package of 4 of them. 2 were red, 1 was yellow, and 1 was green.
Well, then there's your answer, Paula. Yes. Yellow,
Yeah.
orange, and red.
Yeah, so the question was, which Scotch bonnets should I grow next year? Yellow, orange, or red? For people watching later. So yes, all of them.
I shall return shortly.
That's what Jared said. Grow them all. He's got seeds for 8 or 9 Scotch bonnet varieties.
Still amazes me how many varieties there are out there now.
What,
And all
of
the new
peppers
crosses.
in general?
Yeah, and then all the crosses that people are doing.
Oh, there's tons and tons and tons. Like thousands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually, if my ghost hadn't died, I was going to work on crossing the Scotch bonnet and the ghost.
That'd be a good cross.
But again, the ghost was what do you call it? A farmer market buy as a couple of peppers, off the guy's table. So as to exactly what variety it is, it's landrace.
Well, I grew MOA Scotch bonnets last year, and they were yellow. I took seeds from there, grew another one this year, and it was yellow, and then it was red, and then it went back to yellow again, and then back to red again. Sometimes yellow and red on the same plant at the same time. And the red ones are hotter than the yellow ones. Go figure that one out. Off the same plant. Okay, so
yeah, Jared's collecting the brain strain seed. Have you grown out any Brazilian brain strain? Ooh. That was my undoing. I thought I was pretty tough until I ate one of them. By the way, you can find that on my channel. It's a video in my past under the pod reviews. You just go and search that up. Brazilian brain strain. Look at me, look like a little wow, what was Graham calling it? A B asterisk 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 asterisk. Yeah, very horrible representation of me. So if you want to see me in the worst video I've ever done, definitely go check that video out. I look horrible. It's one I should have deleted, but I love fail videos, so I left it up. Look how horrible I look.
And look what I can do today. I can procrastinate for half an hour, just eat one pod.
No, it was way more like, look what I cannot do today. It was like, hey, I'm here with a pod. I'm going to do a pod. Look at me. Ha, ha, ha. And then like, oh, sorry, I had to cut that out.
It's all good. Elysium oxide Scotch bonnet is hot for sauce, but the yellow is a good snacker. Okay.
Yeah, no, Jared. No, I've got some
Yeah,
growing right now. They just started popping off pods. But no, I'm pretty much going to guarantee I'm not going to be trying one of those. That was the pod where I actually changed my whole directive. I'm like, okay, I've been going nuts, like eating a whole ghost pepper, peach ghost, M.A. Wartrix, Butch Tea crossed with Dougla, like M.A. Wartrix, yellow Maruga. I ate a bunch of those hot peppers, the whole pod. And it wasn't until the Brazilian brand strain where I'm like, all right, I'm going to take that Dave perspective where I'm only going to do like half a pod at the most. And more than that, I want to do like who are the same people that do that? Like Rob and other people where I'm like, oh, I'm just going to take a little piece off the bottom. Like, no, I'm down to that. I think last year was my Wild Wild West year. So, yeah, if you want to check that out, it's right there on my channel. There's a whole playlist, pod reviews. But, yeah, no, I don't think I'm going back to that stuff. And by the way,
I know my limits.
There was no real, like, crazy effect. Like, everybody's like, oh, you spent the whole next day on the toilet. No, there was nothing like that. It was more of, I don't know, you got to remember to eat a whole dinner, which I never do. You got to like remember to like eat a snack before you do it. You know, all this different things that you got to like make sure to condition your stomach and stuff like that. And
What, they want you to drink conditioner?
yeah, man, it's crazy.
Oh.
Stuff like $4.99 a bottle.
Let's see, Gappy. Not sure if you guys remember a wrinkly mystery pepper pic I posted a while back. I was told by a supplier that it is a California Reaper, a cross between a Carolina Reaper and a peach ghost scorpion. Ouch.
I love peach.
That sounds good.
Sounds hot. That's for sure.
Definitely.
That's it. Rub your eyes.
Yeah. Jed says, I got those Death Spiral seeds from Jim Duffy too. Those look super wicked and it's supposed to be crazy hot. Oh. I think my scorpion is hot enough.
Nah, scorpion's not hot enough. I mean, for crying out loud, I mean, it was hot enough, but then like the Reaper came in and was like, yeah, nah, we're going to take the title from you. So, I mean, just that alone, I mean, you got to go with, yeah, it's not hot enough.
Well, yeah, I thought about growing Reapers. I actually have Reaper seeds here. But, yeah, I never got around to growing them.
Definitely do it.
Yeah, I'll be putting down Reapers as soon as I get some potting soil in. I'm going to start a bunch of pepper plants.
Well, I've already got 20
I did
seedlings
actually
started.
try a little tiny flake of that dried Reaper.
Did you try it?
Yeah, well, when I was checking out the seeds, I pulled out a little piece there that's, I don't know, not... 3/8 of an inch long by about 1/8 of an inch wide. Just a little tiny piece that was loose. That was actually quite enjoyable.
Was that dehydrated?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something between having the dehydrated versus the fresh, juicy pod.
Yeah.
It really holds all that stinging, beautiful pain right in there.
Dehydrated, it's hot, but it doesn't seem to last quite as long as the fresh ones. The oil seems to stick a lot more. The dehydrated ones, it seems a lot easier to wash away.
Guess that
But
would.
they can still get hot.
Yeah, but I guess that's because like it's dehydrated, so it'd be more easily washed away. Whereas with the fresh ones, it's like fresh oil that will spread everywhere if you try to wash it away.
Yeah, the box of pods that I got from Dave that I didn't eat, I took and dehydrated all of those and put them into separate bags for
Oh, so
letting
for
people
later
taste test. Yeah, and that way I can actually show eating them versus having them go bad. But I've got 20 plants that are already grown for next year. I'm hoping to get them big before I go out with them.
That's what I was thinking to do though too.
Yeah, and it
Grow
was
a
like
bunch of little-
and I got this all straight. So the Bohemian goats on the right, and you got the MOA Scotch bonnet on the left.
But then you're looking through the camera, so it's turned around.
Well, that's the way I took it. I mean, like they got to mirror that image, so I
Nope,
maintained that I'm
goats go
correct.
left. Goats go left. Scotch bonnets go right. Scotch bonnets are right. Goats are left. Goats go left.
Dang it.
See, we discussed this earlier, and I thought you had it down.
Oh, I always have it opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah. It takes time to figure it out myself.
Yeah. All you got to do is, when you're in person, just look at the tag on the bucket, and you can see what it is.
Nah, you can never see it from the camera angle. Same
Okay,
with
next
mine.
Wednesday.
Huh?
Next Wednesday, I'll turn the plants so that you can see the tag on it. Scorpion doesn't get a tag. Everybody knows what that is. Even Devin knows where that is.
Oh yeah. I mess with it every day, more or less, whenever I'm
Yep.
working at least.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot I ate a pepper, but yeah, no, there's a tiny little bit of heat going.
Just a tiny little bit.
Yeah, no, I forgot I ate it. The endorphins were going. I'm like, man, I'm really into this conversation. I really want to talk. And like, I was like, all right, let's just not talk. And then I stopped talking, and all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, you got a little burn on the tongue. So yeah, there's that pepper fun for everybody out there. That's why you should eat some hot peppers. It's
Yeah,
fun.
it's just kind of popping itself back in.
Say that again, Devin.
It's just kind of popping itself back in.
What, the
The
endorphins?
pepper heat went away. Now it's just kind of popping back in.
I didn't see what you ate.
Me? No, I didn't. I was
I
talking to
think
Rev.
he's talking about my pepper heat.
Okay. Okay.
I've just been eating candy. I got so much Halloween candy.
Oh, that's not cool. You gotta add habanero to it.
So that you can have the hiccups.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you see Dave's freaking hiccups on that video we did that he made live last time we were live? Holy cow, I just watched
Yeah.
it yesterday. I laughed so hard on his hiccups.
The only thing that ever does that to me is habaneros. I can eat ghosts, and they don't do that, but the habaneros do.
Nothing has ever done that to me. I've never had anything hot give me the hiccups. I mean, I'm sure it'll happen sometime in the future, but it hasn't happened yet. But with Dave, it seems to happen all the time, and man, is it funny. I wish it would happen to me because I bet I'd get like, 10 times the views. Like Dave's, I'm gonna watch that like 3 or 4 more times just because he was so extreme with those hiccups, man. That was my comment. Like, that was the most extreme hiccups I've ever seen in my life. See, Jared knows.
No, I didn't have anything to eat with that ahi amarillo, and the first one was all right. Listening to the dog snore. The first one wasn't bad because it was no heat. That was awesome, Rev.
She was snoring. Sorry.
But the second one, once that one actually had the heat of the actual pot, I didn't have anything else in my stomach. So once it hit the bottom of my stomach, I was up on a ladder holding a bucket at that point. And I just hopped down straight to the ground, and I was like, Rob, I need a monster. I'm gonna puke." Had to mix something in with it. About halfway through the can of Monster, I had enough liquid in my stomach to mix down the pepper to where the nausea went away, but it was still burning. So I was like, "Oh, okay."
I suppose nobody's asking, why were you on a ladder holding a bucket? And yes, yeah, Jared, his dog was snoring.
No, actually, my dog was not snoring. She was actually having puppy dreams where she was growling and snoring. So, yeah, a little combination of both. That's why I pulled the microphone over.
Yeah, once I started hearing it, I was like, "Oh, gotta pause for a second."
My favorite things. Puppy dreams are so awesome.
I like the ones, yeah, when they start and kicking their legs like they're running across the room, start kicking the rug and knocking stuff over, scare themselves awake.
I don't know what it is, but pit bulls like to like growl a lot. Like, they don't do anything. They just growl, and then they do like the kick the legs and kick the back legs kind of thing, and they don't accomplish anything, but it's really funny.
My favorite thing with pit bulls is when they lay down on their stomach and it looks like they just broke both of their back legs.
Oh yeah, where they're like all hunched out on the sides.
Yeah.
My favorite is anytime you ask them anything where they like kick their head to the side, like, huh, 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 and they do it over and over again.
I'll admit it, Murph does it too.
What?
The cock in his head when he doesn't understand what you're saying.
Oh.
The running in his sleep, the he makes in his sleep, barks and wakes himself up and can't figure out where it's coming from. So he goes running and barking again. Those are funny.
Well, and then on the opposite end of the scale, my daughter used to sleep really crazy when she was a baby. Loud noises didn't bother her. Soft noises woke her up, and she would wake up screaming. Like, we had her in her car seat, and my dad's like, "Oh, break this pallet down for me." And she was out in her car seat, and she was like 4 or 5 feet away only from me breaking this pallet with a sledgehammer. Slept through it. The dog came walking by, and her collar goes, "Jingle, jingle," and that kid woke up screaming like you just shot a gun off next to her head.
Jared says we call that the frog crawl.
Yeah, my stepdaughter calls it frogging it. Her Yorkshire Terrier does it too.
Yeah, that's
Murph is small, but terriers are a lot smaller.
area right here.
Okay, I'm confused.
What? This
Terrier?
is a terrier?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an American Pit Bull Terrier.
Okay.
Uh,
I was not aware.
and then they also made a completely separate breed name of pit bull as well. That's the
What, the bully
Staffordshire
dogs?
Terrier. No, the Staffordshire
No.
Terrier.
Oh, American Staffordshire.
Yeah, it's more or less, as far as I'm aware, it's just a way to sneak your pit bull into AKC registry without registering it as a pit bull.
Actually, the staff is the older breed.
Okay. Because I know a lot of people with the American pit bulls, that's what they told me. They're like, I just register it as Staffordshire. That way I can get away with not having to call it a pit bull. So when people are like, oh, it's a pit bull, I can go, no, it's a Staffordshire. Here's the papers.
Oh no, it's like pit bull is like a blanket term, and it's like
More
15
or less.
or plus different breeds, like the American Pit Bull Terrier, like she is, the American Staffordshire Terrier, what is it? The dang it, what the heck was that thing called? But all those like I keep trying to say Shih Tzu. It's not a Shih Tzu. What the heck was that crazy dog? But a bunch of different crazy dogs like that, and they all classify them all as pit bulls, but they're all different dogs, but generalized as a pit bull.
Well,
I know my
more or
favorite
less,
thing is like where they have like 60 dogs like on a poster, and it's like pick out the pit bull, and they're all like big mean dogs, and you're like, oh my god, like they're all pit bulls. And then you like find the least harmful dog that's like 30 pounds, and that's the pit bull, because a pit bull is normally like 35 pounds. This dog is 60 pounds, so she's actually like really heavy for being a pit bull.
I want to say though, yeah, the pit bull is a blanket term for most of the dog fighting rings, because of the quote unquote pit of the dog fighting ring. And so if you brought your dog into a dog fighting, it was a pit bull. Because
Well,
a bull
no,
is like that
the pit
vicious
bulls
animal.
the pit bulls were actually bred to be like very strong, muscular on the front end and the neck end and everything, and not really feel a lot of pain. And they would actually go out and round up bulls for farmers, and that's why they were like pit bulls. I don't remember exactly the pit part, but I know they did use them for dog fighting. But no, they were mainly used for like bulls, to round up bulls, because they just did not care. They would run in and grab that ring of the bull right on their nose and hold them right down, and the farmer could do whatever.
I want to say originally weren't they bred for like bear hunting because they wanted a dog that they
Yep.
knew would be able to take that bear down regardless or die trying?
Not exactly take them down, but hold on to them so that the
Enough
hunter
to
could make it
let,
up to it and catch it and kill the bear.
yeah, give you
Yeah,
a few
bears,
extra shots.
bears, bulls, all that stuff. Yeah. Well, I mean, they're really tough. They don't really feel pain like other dogs, and they're very muscular in the front end and the neck. So yeah,
See, mine was always
anything you can do with that, they'll do.
mine was
What, you want
always
to be a
skinny
top
up
dog?
front,
Yeah, we could use you.
but he was chiseled in the back.
What's that?
Mine was skinny up front and chiseled in the back. If he looked really like his skin was too big for his body, but then when he stood up, his back legs, man, it was like chiseled.
Mine's getting a little older, so.
And my little black family member is having a running dream at the moment himself.
Nice. thought you were gonna say that you gotta take a break.
Yeah.
He's sound asleep.
Charles says
Noises as well.
he is a French bulldog, louder than a human. I don't doubt that. My pit bull is really, really loud when she snores.
I don't know about being louder than a human. There were some times I could hear my dad through the floor and across the basement with my door closed.
He just yaps. Good enough to wake you up. Good enough to hear him. Then he turns around and runs away.
I was reading Jared's comments. We call that frog crawl when a pit bull does that with the legs. And then it's hilarious when he does it, he'll crawl halfway across the room when he does it. It's an English bull terrier crossed with a blue nose pit. Looks kind of like Spuds McKenzie, except mostly black. Which is hilarious because Spuds McKenzie was mostly white.
Yeah, exactly.
Mine looks like Spuds McKenzie, except mostly red.
About twice the size.
Yeah.
Maybe. Might be the same size. It's not that big. She's top end of the pit bull scale.
Didn't Spud McKenzie have that great big Roman nose?
He had the patch over the one eye. It was like the white pit bull with like the black patch or brown patch over, or maybe it was red patch over the one eye. It was like the Budweiser spokesperson dog in, I believe, the late 80s. Like 88, 89, something like that. Oh, Jared
Yeah, I want
says
to say I have
Spuds was English Bull Terrier. What's up, Chris?
I have a Spud's handkerchief.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, I'm confusing Spuds McKenzie with what was the Little Rascals dog?
Pete.
Yeah,
Petey.
that was a pit bull.
Yeah, Spuds McKenzie had the Roman nose. Same as Don Cherry's dog.
Jared has that has that nose too. Or Jared's. Jared doesn't have it, but his dog does.
Well, if you look really close at the chat, you can see a picture of him and probably the dog he's talking about.
In the chat?
Yeah, the icon to the left of his name.
Okay, chat just disappeared.
Yeah.
Murph just woke himself up.
Uh-oh. Now he's going to be needing to go places.
He's just laying there.
Jared says the dog in the Target commercials is an English bulldog, English bull terrier too. It's Supposedly, mine's mom was one of the target models.
Huh. Okay, I was wrong on the dog and the pig.
That's hilarious. What do you mean, Susan? That's so funny that I absolutely do not know what you're talking about. Is it baseball?
Yeah, baseball.
Is it? Wait. LA Dodgers, right?
Oh,
That's one of those. Uh,
Nice. Wait, let me guess, because I do not keep up with sports whatsoever. It's the Dodgers versus the Astros. I've heard Astros recently. Is that what it is? I have no clue. Or wait, no, it is, isn't it? I follow Bill Burr.
just tell him it is, because if he's right, he has to eat the other half of that pepper.
I don't remember that part of it.
that's why
No,
he's reminding you of it right now.
Well, what is
Yeah,
it?
see?
Is it Game 7? Because I know it was like Game 4 whenever Bill Burr was talking about it.
So, Susan, are you on the West Coast? You seem to be a Dodgers fan. Kind of, yeah. Maybe somewhere over that way.
Yeah, she's close. Yeah. See? I mean, she's kind of close to Seattle.
Depends on, yeah,
Come on.
it's all
That was a
relative.
good joke. Come on, people.
If you were talking from England to Seattle versus LA, then yeah, they're kind of close together if you're coming from England.
No, I know
That's,
it's LA. That's why I thought Seattle would make it a funny joke.
yeah, see, even I knew that. But I didn't want to give it away just in case.
You can still hear the dog. Occasionally, through the mic, you pick up the dog snores. Or the growls. Wah, wah, wah.
Jared's on the Central Coast in California. The only baseball I've ever been to is a Dodgers game. I've been to a Pittsburgh Pirate game, a bunch of them. Not that I was a fan or anything, but I was whenever I went. That was a lot of fun.
One Tom. Oh, I'm torn. Hmm. When I was a kid, I went to a Twins game one time. That was it.
Yeah, it sounds about right. I do watch the 49ers play a lot, though. I do not like Minnesota teams for some reason.
I've seen the Steelers play a bunch of times, like probably at least a dozen times.
But then I told those kids to quit stealing my peppers. No.
Gotcha. Anthony said, "Oh, yeah." No, Anthony said, "Grew up in Cali, lives in Texas. He's torn." I guess. So I guess I was right, right? Astros and Dodgers. Is that what's going on? That was a guess. Like I really don't know.
I think Susan's clapping for you as confirmation.
He just woke himself up again. He was kicking and kicking and kicking, then all of a sudden his eyes opened up. I'm surprised you guys can't hear him.
Oh.
No, just keep hearing the growl factory over there in Rev's lap.
Oh yeah, you can.
Sounds like a four-wheeler stuck in the mud.
Sounds like passing gas or something. People. Wonder if that's like a deviated septum or something.
Uh-oh, we have a
Oh,
we have a
man.
streak going on.
So does that mean?
Just make sure to
That's
slip
what
a
I thought
couple
it
extra.
meant.
Make sure to slip a couple extra pods in his food or something
Oh,
when he's not
zing.
looking.
Hang on. Oh, go to the bathroom real quick.
No way. She always looks so confused when he gets up and walks away. It's like, where are you going? Yeah, if I get up and walk away, Murph is right behind me.
See,
There's no watching me walk away. He's following me away.
I don't know. I've been a 49ers fan for quite a while. I want to say, even though they're doing horrible as of recent, I'm still with them. But they've had quite a few different good players come on with Joe Montana, Steve Young, Jerry Rice, and actually quite a few highlight reels. It's just they can never get enough points on to make it matter. At least not nowadays anymore, it seems.
Is that Pepsi being too hot for you there, Rob?
Well, that and the vape went down the wrong way. Apparently, my mouth wasn't completely clear of Pepsi yet.
Adding hot peppers to your pops now, Rob?
No. I was trying to think, how would that taste? No.
This is, yeah. This is Rob's Pepsi Spice. Whole scorpion pod sitting in the bottom of your bottle. Be like a bottle of tequila. Instead of drinking the worm, you eat the Pepsi flavored scorpion pod.
Nope, I'm gonna pass on that one.
I don't know if those two would mix anyway.
Yeah, rice ceremony, the San Francisco treat. Yeah, okay. So Jared just got Jimmy Gappapolo from New England. Might actually win a game now. You guys should do another pod. I agree, says Jared. I agree too.
I don't even know if Rev's
Oh,
officially
sweet.
finished his
So,
first
what-
one yet.
So what pot are you going to be eating there, Rob?
I don't have any at the moment.
That sounds like a very convenient excuse.
Yeah, my ahis that are here are not quite ripe yet, and the ones that are ripe are in the dehydrator and just about done. And I have other ahis that are about halfway ripe, but I'm not going to eat one of those. Otherwise, all of the rest of my pepper stuff is at the shop other than some powders. Sugar Rush Peach.
Oh, Rob, whatever you're saying, you sound like R2D.
Sorry. I didn't do it on purpose.
What do you mean by R2D2? You mean because he looks, he sounds like he's coming from like a small can type thing, or like
Star Wars droid?
or he's just doing a bunch of beeping and whistling.
Bunch of beeping and whistling.
The dehydrated pods are all at the shop. Ask Devin, he can confirm it. They're sitting right on the back counter waiting for videos of people to get together to try them out.
Maybe. Maybe not.
That will be a first if that's in reference to me. I ate part of a pod, not last Monday, but the Monday before.
Oh no, it's saying they
Oh,
maybe or
that's
maybe
going
not
nuts.
at the shop.
Chat's going nuts saying you guys should do another pod, eat a dehydrated one. Rob, eat one of those dehydrated pods from Dave. That would be a first.
Well, now you got to do it, Rob.
Man,
I don't have any here. They're all at the shop.
How long will it take you to drive there? Because we all got time. What, 30 minutes? Oh, yeah, we got that. I'll keep them here entertained. I'll start juggling peppers. Here, look, I got 3 right here. Like,
But I did have a taste test of the ghost pepper the other show, and I had the ahi panic or pence, whatever.
The panic.
Yeah, the one show. So it's not like I'd never do it. As I roll my eyes a little bit.
Oh. Jared's calling you out. Shazam.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a Hemi. You get there and back in no time. While you're okay, so while you're gonna be gone, Rob, I'm gonna go ahead and eat the Sugar Rush peach. So I'll entertain everybody while you're gone.
Well, I'll stay and watch you. I don't want to go back down there today. for the show on Monday. Oh wait,
It's
I won't
okay,
be
Rob.
there
Go
Monday.
ahead. You'll be back before Rob gets around to it.
Exactly. See, Brother Troll knows how I work.
Now look at what
Them all like procrastinated until you get back.
look at what Devin's doing over there, not making any noise.
What do you mean? What?
Oh
Why would I
wait,
be doing
so
something?
Devin's got a pod.
I've got a little one.
That was a guess.
Yeah, that's half an ahi lemon drop. Dried. He asked for some that wasn't put into powder, so he could make.
They're
Hey,
really
wait.
good. They're really good when they're dehydrated. They get a really nice smoky flavor that I don't notice with any of the other peppers, just the ahi. Bit into my cavity. Ouch.
I don't know.
Not
It's
pod
good for
burn,
cavities.
but
It'll burn away any kind of crap that's in there.
yeah, but not when it's sharp and stabs into your gum. Dang. No actual burn, but just the pepper was sharp for a second there.
That's one thing I've wondered about, like, if peppers tend to be acidic with like the heat and everything like that, is that bad for your teeth? Like, I never knew orange juice was really bad for your teeth because, like, oranges, you get like the what is it? The matter of, the whatever, the meat of the orange as well as the orange juice. Whereas orange juice, you just get like the sugar acidic type juice, which is really bad for your teeth. So I
Well, I
wondered
wanna
about
say-
that with like super hots or peppers in general. Like, is it bad? Like, if you got bad teeth, like, and you eat up on some peppers, is that going to be even worse? Is it going to be like eating away at your cavities, or?
I've looked up some natural cures for like toothache, getting rid of toothaches and stuff. And they've mentioned cayenne, or just capsaicin in general because it starts stimulating pain in the mouth. You don't necessarily think about the tooth because of all the endorphins and things that are going off.
Yeah, so you don't think about it so much, but is it actually good for your teeth? Like, will it actually like help? Like, is it like mouthwash where it would help like burn out cavities, or is
I'm
it
not
more
certain.
like, no, do the mouthwash and then do the hot peppers so you don't feel the pain?
I don't know. I tried to do some chocolate scotch bonnet the other day, and it ended up being just that my tooth hurt and that my tongue burnt. And then I tried to use mouthwash because that has been helping make my tooth hurt less. And so essentially my tooth hurt more and my tongue burnt more because of the alcohol in the mouthwash. I used like 26% alcohol mouthwash. So, I mean, it was just straight fire since alcohol makes capsaicin a lot worse.
Oh yeah. I had a subscriber that wanted to see me eat a super hot and then do a shot of like rum.
We lost him somewhere in the line here.
So I guess we lost Brother Troll.
Susan, what's oil pulling? She says, do some oil pulling with coconut oil. That will help a toothache.
There's an.
Huh?
That could be fun. There's another half a pod of an ahi.
I thought he was commenting about the coconut oil.
No, that could be fun. I'll try that.
Do you have any
But
coconut
sometimes it
oil?
No, but it shouldn't be hard to.
I have 2
obtain
jars of
any.
it here.
See, it shouldn't be too hard to obtain any.
All right, before I forget about it, let me go pull it out, and I'll look and see if I have any dried pods or anything else around. I'll be back in a moment or two.
Okay, well, while you're gone, I got a Sugar Rush peach or 3 over here. Bunch of them.
See,
Are you really going to eat it while I'm not watching?
Yeah, you've seen me eat one before. I got a bunch of them here.
Here you go, Rob.
No big deal.
add-
Hurry up. Get back
To
quick.
add to your argument from the last one we did here, I want to say the first chunk of ahi I ate there, I took all the seeds out and all the placenta. So I mean, it wasn't super hot. The second one, there was a couple of seeds trapped in there, but no placenta. And that one kicked up the burn by leaving a couple seeds in it. But I didn't notice them until I was already eating them. Because you get that little bit more of a different crunch from the seeds than the pepper. And so I was like, oh, yep, missed a couple seeds. But yeah, those seeds definitely kicked it up a little bit. Not enough to be like, holy crap, I just ate 10 times the pepper. But it was enough that I've got kind of a noticeable tingle on the side of my tongue now. All the spit in my mouth is starting to build up.
Gotcha. You're talking about the ahi pineapple that you ate, or
These are lemon drops.
or ahi lemon? Yeah, lemon drop.
Yeah, leaving a little bit of the seeds and stuff down or in the pot, I guess, helped kick it up just a tad. It wasn't noticeable enough that I would not pull the seeds out and just be like, "Oh yeah, this is going to double the heat." But it was noticeable enough that, it was, yeah, there's a little more heat.
I pull the seeds every time.
Well,
I don't go with I don't know. Like, I've seen a lot of people say the seeds make them hot, and I don't buy that at all. Like, it's the placenta, like that you can see. That's where the seeds are always at. But the placenta will make it hot with non-super hots. With super hots, the actually it's throughout the entire wall of the pepper, and that's why they're so bumpy and wrinkly and everything, because it covers more wall. And if you would actually iron them out, it would be like a much bigger pepper. And that's where all the oil is hiding on a super hot. But with the non-super hots, it's not really in the seeds. The seeds are concentrated on the placenta, which is where all the heat is. So, I mean, you could take the seeds out and put them on your tongue, and you're probably going to burn your tongue, but that's not exactly where the heat's coming from. It's coming from the oil on the placenta, from what everything that I've read.
Ooh, Rob has returned.
I don't have any pods here at all. All I have are powders.
Oh, man, Rob's going to do some powders.
On what?
A spoonful of medicine makes the sugar go down. Or a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. That's what I meant.
No. Spoon of oil in your mouth. So you should be drinking these for 10 minutes every day. Don't swallow, spit it out. Look it up. No, okay.
Yeah, Susan, normally I use it's either high alcohol mouthwash or hydrogen peroxide are the two things for some reason that usually help. But I'll try the coconut oil. So I appreciate the advice.
Well, I took the coconut oil out, so I'll be sure to bring it in tomorrow.
All right.
Paula says, go ahead and eat a teaspoon of powder. And Susan liked that idea. And then she said, you shouldn't have said powder.
I turned everything into powders.
Oil pulling.
Yeah, look it up. Seriously, oil pulling. I believe it.
No, I just never heard of it.
It's worth a shot.
That's what I'm saying. Well,
and I got like a 12 ounce. I have a 12-ounce jar of 100% pure coconut oil. And a teaspoon of powder is 3 grams. That's a bit much. Just ask Adam.
Depends on what pepper, though. He did scorpions.
Well, this much is true.
What powder?
I mean, if you did jalapenos, I think you'd be all right, Rob.
What powder, probably. What powder do you have, Rob?
I have ahi lemon drop, scorpion, reaper, ghost. And I think that's all that I have here. The rest of it's at the shop.
I kind of feel like you should just pop the dehydrator and pull a pepper quick.
There's only one problem. I minced them this time.
Oh,
I ran them through the chopper.
you don't got any green ones out on the plant still?
No, I don't want to eat a green one.
I ate a green ahi the other night.
And
Not bad. Like most unripened peppers, you kind of get like that grassy plant material taste, but the heat was a lot slower acting than a ripe ahi, but it kicked in quite nicely after probably a minute, minute and a half.
That was Troll
I
that
mean,
just messaged me. He said his internet went out, and that's why he dropped out. Sorry, go ahead.
I was
I
gonna
didn't mean
say
to interrupt. I just wanted to like update.
I wouldn't mind some green ahi pepper powder.
really,
Because it's a milder form of the yellow powder, so maybe people who aren't quite to ahi level. Because once you mix it in with something, you're not going to really taste that raw vegetable taste.
okay, because I've got probably a pound and a half of the green ones left that I've been waiting to get ripe. See, Rev, I knew you weren't gonna. And now he takes a bite out of it as I get back, and he's not even making any noise, so we can see it.
That one's really, really good. Real citrusy. It's also got a good amount of heat starting on the front of the tongue.
See, and with my
Those
dehydrated
daggone
pods,
seeds are everywhere. Ugh. What's that?
I was going to say, with my dehydrated ones, my heat's gone already.
I don't know. This one, the heat just started to build. I mean, I've been holding off on these. I've been really neglecting these plants. So they should be really nice and hot. It's got some good heat building.
You can see the shine starting to build up around his eyes there.
You know it's hot when he stops talking.
It's pretty decently hot. I abuse the heck out of the plants.
You stressed it. Stressed it to the max.
No, not too bad. Nice and citrusy. But still, like the heat keeps coming in waves. It was like top of the tongue. Now it like right now it's like top of the top gums. But it also somewhere in there came into like bottom gums.
Digging through your bag of powders, Devin?
That's my bag of pods. My bag of bags of pods.
Your bag of bags of pods.
Yeah, that's like two Ziploc bags of ahi lemon drop pods, halved and dehydrated, a bag of chocolate scotch bonnet, a bag of Pickersgill orange, um, a bag of tiger's teeth. So it's like a Walmart bag with a bunch of other Ziploc bags in it that Rob gave me. A sampler of the peppers.
Yeah, we have a nice little group that I share them all with.
That
Yeah, I think he cut out.
I cut out?
you
Yeah.
said we have a nice little group that
I share all the peppers and powders and that kind of stuff with.
Yeah, it grows
Hopefully,
quite a bit too. We have every time people come in, they're like, "Oh, what hot peppers? All right, I'll take a bag."
spreading the love around. Gotta have some fun.
You know
yeah.
what they
I think
say?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, you know what they say? Hot peppers are the spice of life.
Yeah, and I feel like I totally let my tolerance fall to an all-time low. I was eating that ahi pineapple flavor burst Allegheny City Farms stuff, and I put that on some stuff and on some chicken. Ate that thing, and I was like, "Holy heck, my mouth is on fire!" And that was the point where I'm like, "Oh man, I am so out of practice." But no, this that ahi, well, it's a Sugar Rush Peach. That thing was definitely a lot hotter than that sauce on chicken.
Well, there you did it.
It's the end of the. Wait, no, forget it. My mistake. Ignore me.
You were gonna say throw thumbs up for you to eat some mystery hot pepper that you found while you were out scavenging for stuff. I got your back, man. I got
No. I didn't find any peppers. I have ahis here, and the ripe ones are in the dehydrator right now. The half ripe ones will probably go in tomorrow, and then I have like a pound and a half of unripe ones that if Devin thinks they're going to be good as green, I may just as well throw those in tomorrow night as well.
I mean, yeah, they've got enough spice. I wouldn't see why not. It's just, I would definitely prefer to mix those in with something, being as they have that more grassy plant taste versus the lemon drop flavor of the ripened ones.
Yeah, a guy came in the store, and I've been giving him pepper powders and um, he brought in a small bag of jalapenos for me the other day. So I dehydrated all of those up, and it made just a small bag, about yay big. But yeah, it'll go for good use.
There you go, Rob. Do a half ripe one.
yeah, do a half ripe one. We don't care. We're not picky.
Just eat the yellow part.
Just eat the yellow part.
Hey, I did the entire ripe part.
I'll be back in a moment. Let me think about this.
Oh man, peer pressure. It works, people.
Oh, you just hush.
You've seen it live here on Rev's show.
My show. This isn't my show. This is our show. I'm just one small piece. It would be nothing without Rob going to find a pepper to go ahead and try.
It'd be
That's
nothing
what
without
makes
the
this.
be nothing without the group chat telling us what kind of stupid stuff to do.
Exactly. Exactly. I agree with you, Susan. What's to think about? Just do it.
Well, yeah, like the other day, he goes, I'm kind of curious what the heat level are on the unripe ones when he dropped me off like a full Walmart bag full of peppers. And so I just grabbed the green one, wiped it off on my shirt, took a bite out of it, chewed it up. Hey, tastes kind of grassy. Not much for heat. Oh, yep, here comes the heat now. Yeah, they're all right. I mean, it's not bad if you can get past that. For some reason, most vegetables to me and things, if they're not ripe, it just tastes like you grabbed a handful of grass and you're munching on that.
That's an acquired taste. I kind of like that with certain things.
I don't know. I used to, like, during football practice, we'd grab a handful of grass and just kind of chew on a piece, spit it out, chew on a piece, spit it out.
Yeah, I never did that. But no, I never ate grass, but I love that like I don't know, grassy, earthy type scent that you get with certain vegetables.
It can be fun. Add to the experience.
All right, Chad. Well, what else? Where else are you gonna lead us? Which way? What else do you want to see? We don't have much else. Unless maybe we want to get Rob to like grab like a pack of ahi lemon drop and just dump it on his tongue and just straight line that stuff. Or hey, we
Oh,
can try
man,
that if you
wow.
want. Just let me know in the chat. We'll go ahead and pressure Rob. I don't think he's gonna do it, but we can ask.
The answer to life is 7, Alex. The number 7.
Wait a minute. That was a movie, wasn't it? With Jim Carrey?
I don't remember if
Wait.
I don't remember what movie I heard
No,
that from. I want to say it was
no,
like
no. It was the number
Hitchhiker's Guide
23.
to the.
Jim Carrey was that was that movie, the number 23. Right?
Who knows? The world may never know. Rob likes to say the answer to everything is purple. Yeah, it was close. 42 is divisible by 7. Maybe not always evenly, but
Yeah, the number 23, Jim Carrey. That's what I was thinking of.
kind of sucks though that Troll, his internet went down.
What's that?
My mic. Sucks that Troll's internet went down. He'd be enjoying this.
Yeah. Dang it, Troll. Should have been here Monday, too. He said he fell asleep before 10 o'clock on Monday. Actually, I believe his exact comment was like, last night was Monday? Question mark. And then he went into like, I fell asleep like before 10.
Jeez.
Alex says 42 is the answer. That was yeah, the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I remember that.
The world will never know what Rob found.
You ever see that movie?
Yeah. I like Simon Pegg as an actor. I've watched most of his movies. I don't think I've seen all of them yet. I keep finding all sorts of ones that he's in that I have not seen yet. But like Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead. There was one where he was some crazy guy, Much to Do About Everything or something like that.
Much to Do About Nothing.
Yeah, there you go.
That was what was that? Shakespeare or
I don't know, or something like that. It was where he was some crazy guy writing a book or something, sort of losing his mind.
oh, Rob's back. What do you got there, Rob?
That's
Oh,
right,
what?
man.
Me?
Very
No,
excited.
nothing.
You look like you have something obtained.
Huh? What? Where? You
Yeah,
talking to me?
yeah.
Possibly.
I did a little digging, and this one is still just a slight touch of green on it.
Looks perfect to me. What do you think, chat? Just throw that thumbs up down below to let them know that you agree that it's worthy.
Yeah, right.
Yes, the thumbs up thing is a running joke.
Uh-huh. Want me to eat half of this thing?
Thank you, Alex. Alex knows the joke. See,
Well,
Susan
everyone
agrees
thinks it
with
looks
me.
good.
Looks perfect.
Looks perfect.
Yep, you said it looks a little green. We all agreed, like, I don't see that green. It just kind of looks perfect to us.
Yeah, the green is hard to see. This is in the batch that's going to get dehydrated tomorrow. So you really want me to do this?
Well,
I don't know,
it's
Chad.
officially
How about it, Chad?
up
Do you
to
want him to
you.
do this? Maybe throw him a thumbs up. Let him know that you want him to do it.
What were you saying, Devin?
Obviously, he needs some encouragement. Sorry, Devin. Go ahead.
But officially, it's up to you.
No, Devin, don't say that. Devin meant, yeah, Chad, give a thumbs up and tell him you want him to do it. Sorry, I just had to speak for him real quick. He had a microphone issue.
Yeah, wait,
Uh-huh.
what? My mic came through all kind of. It was being weird there for a moment. You know, I was getting a lot of echo back in my own ear of my own voice.
Oh, man, look at that. Alex is throwing down threats. Do it or I won't watch the live meetup on Monday.
Rob will have to get banned from the show for a week or something.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'll be on Monday or not. So at this point, if
How'd
I
you
do,
know
it'll be from my iPad.
How'd you know
Huh?
we're gonna have a show on Monday? It's not like we've been advertising that for weeks and weeks.
Yeah, but I won't be home on Monday. So if I can arrange it with my iPad, I could be on. But otherwise, it probably won't be on Monday. I'll be
Oh,
back Tuesday.
Rob's throwing down threats right back at you, Alex. Look at that.
I'm
All of a sudden,
countermanding the thread
he said you
because if
won't
you don't
watch it
watch
on
Monday,
and Rob's like, you know what? I'm not even gonna be here on Monday.
all right, half the pepper.
Ooh.
Good thing I work for a little while tomorrow, Rob. You can sleep that one off.
Hmm?
Good thing I worked for a while in the morning tomorrow. You can sleep that one off.
Mm-hmm.
And what was that one?
Oh, what I said?
No,
what
no,
he
no.
ate.
The pepper that Rob ate.
Ahi lemon drop.
Ahi lemon. So another
Same
ahi.
thing.
Well, there you go, Alex. I just ate half of it.
Well, there you go. See, it worked out. It worked out perfect. You and Troll ate a full Scotch bonnet. You ate a half a Scotch bonnet. I ate a full ahi lemon drop, and Rob ate a half a ahi lemon drop. The universe is complete.
And I ate a whole Sugar Rush peach.
Uh-oh.
Alex says I'll unsubscribe to your channel. Hey, Mark showed up. He finally made it on, deleted, and reloaded YouTube. Hopefully it works. Hope so too. That way you can watch Rob over there eating up on some ahi lemon drop.
You feeling alive yet,
Yep,
Rob?
these are nice and warm. Huh?
I said, you feeling alive yet?
It's nice and warm. Definitely not the hottest thing I've ever eaten, but this is the first fresh ahi I've eaten. Like I say, I like powders.
I don't know. Fresh pods are pretty good.
Devin, did you notice the difference
Oh.
between the ones from Becky and the ones that I've been growing? No citrus flavor in this one at all.
I don't know. I haven't really eaten any of the like raw pods yet, besides that green one. But like I said, I did notice between like the ahis I was growing and the ahis you were growing at the shop. For
Right?
a while, all of my ahis, it was just this pure lemon head flavor with no real heat. And then yours at the shop were no
Look at
real
Rev.
taste at all. Yeah, I was seeing this pepper going on down there. But yours at the shop didn't really have that ahi taste, but they had really good heat with them. And then mine started switching to where it was more heat, and now yours are more flavor with a balanced heat.
Yeah, because these are the one from Becky, and I gave her 2 plants, and she went and bought 4 more, and I'm wondering if she got ahi lemon drops or just like lemon peppers or something else, because there's no citrus flavor in this at all.
This one has some citrus flavor.
I believe it. I mean, it's good flavor and decent heat to it.
Oh, a bunch of seeds in there. Ugh.
I took the seeds out.
I just bit into the pod.
I saw that. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna get. Oh,
Well, I mean, that is bound to happen when you bite directly into a pod.
yeah.
That one might have been a lesser pod, but maybe I don't know. Might have been the same amount of heat, and I ate one earlier, so it's not that hot, but it's got a little tiny bit of heat, just very low level numb type heat, very low level. Wait, I don't know. Blowing out definitely feels like dragon breath, but it doesn't really burn like at all.
Okay, so everybody was saying for me to eat it, and now that I ate it, nobody's saying anything.
Come on, people, give them props.
I don't need props. I'm just like, all of the conversation stopped right after, or right when I was doing it.
Everyone's waiting for your reaction, but you're not giving them
Let's
that.
be going, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
the heat's already subsiding. It started at the tongue on the one side and went all the way back, and came forward again. Spread about halfway across the tongue. Don't tell me you missed it.
What?
Ah.
Oh, come on. I cannot believe that you weren't sitting here intensely watching our every move.
Yeah, Cappy says, way to go, good job. Susan says, I missed it. Anthony, pepper gas. Yeah, that was pepper gas, all right. Yeah, me too. That was from Devin, of course, being a smart aleck. Okay, Susan, ha ha ha, just kidding. Good job. It didn't phase you. You need to eat more. Oh, it phased me all right. I'm just keeping a straight face, and I knew in case it got too hot, I grabbed a little bit of cheese.
Well, no, you missed the last part of what she said.
Yeah, you need to eat more. Yeah.
I'm just saying that's what the chat's saying. So, you know,
Uh-huh.
it's out there.
Well, the other half is sitting there.
Yeah, see, so far most of us missed you eat that first half, Rob.
Say that again?
I said, yeah, so far most of us seen you or missed you eat the first half.
You just shush.
Yep, look, Anthony says it. We all missed it.
Wink, wink.
I don't see what he said after that, but
It says wink, wink.
hey, Paula says, what kind of cheese?
Mozzarella. Well, the last time I had the hot stuff, I grabbed pepper jack cheese, and yeah, that kind of made it worse as it was helping it. So this time I grabbed some mozzarella because it was easier to grab.
You should try some of that habanero jack, Rob.
Who you talking to, Mark? You talking about me? And if you're the last time, you're talking about that King Naga? Holy cow, that thing knocked me on my butt. But if not, you're probably talking to Rob.
And that was the ahi pence when I took the second part of it. Yeah, that lit me up good.
He loved
that. That was a whole lot more than this ahi is. A lot more.
He needs tons of those scents. So anybody that wants to see more of that, make sure you get up with Rob and get his address so you can send him all these crazy pods that you want to see him go ahead and try, because he is totally willing. And we'll do it every Monday on the Monday Meetups. So, hey, everybody, make sure you get Rob some peppers.
Yeah, he needs to try that King Naga, I'm sure.
Oh, I'll get him some King Naga. I got some King Naga.
I have a King Naga. I have two.
Oh, you got some too?
I have two King Nagas.
Like
Dave sent them.
Like good pods ready to go?
They're dried right now, but he sent me two King Nagas.
Oh. I don't know. I'll send you two fresh Nagas.
I dare you.
Nothing like the original King Naga. I don't know if they what is that? Cross-pollinated with maybe a ghost or something like that. I don't know, but they're like close to ghost to begin with. But that one I ate, holy cow, that thing knocked me on my butt. The ones that Aaron Hernandez sent me, that's where I got the seeds from. He sent me them, and they kind of look like ghost peppers, like regular old, like cayenne-looking ghost peppers. I ate them, and I was like, oh, it's not that bad. Planted the seeds, and now, like, I don't know, these new ones are, they're all bumpy and wrinkly and, like, all shriveled up, have big old tails hanging off the bottom of them. And
look at the chat for a second. Look what Anthony says. One of these days, I got 8 pods on the show.
Hey, you want to come on
like
Monday?
An offer or a challenge for you to get him on the show?
Well, I mean,
Which do you think it is?
Same thing, roughly, and I ended up on the show about 3 episodes later. So there's hope for you.
Yeah, you happen to know that one of the...
Anthony, if you want to eat a pod on this show, by all means, you're welcome at any time. If you just want to come on and talk, you're still welcome. But, I mean, if you want to eat a pod on here, By all means, yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah, just keep in mind if you're on here talking, people have a habit of talking you into eating pods.
Yeah, that too. I'll be right back.
Sorry,
gonna
I'm
get a toothpick.
sorry, I'm looking down and getting the seeds out. All right, for the rest of you here. Oh, sure. Devin gets up and walks away.
Oh, wait.
So now we gotta wait.
Hang on a second. I got to go away for a minute.
All right, go ahead.
No, I'm just joking.
As long as I gotta wait for him, or we gotta wait for him. Because if I don't, I'm gonna get the I didn't see that. Yeah. Send me California Reapers next year if I manage to harvest any. That would be cool. When I am ready, guys, from Anthony. Okay. Yeah, like Rev was saying, if you want to come on the show, just let him know. And that goes for Susan, too.
Yeah, good point. What would you eat, Anthony?
Yeah. Yeah, get on and show us how.
Anthony, if you've got a pod right now, I'm more than welcome to go ahead and hop you on here if you want to go ahead and eat it on on the show live. Is this really?
Oh, yeah, what was it? Who did we have on last week? That guy with all the specialty peppers? I forget his name.
Dave?
No, the guy from South Carolina.
Oh, Tori Williams.
Oh, yeah, Tori Williams. Yeah, I mean, Tori just popped on, and I think he had a good time. So Anthony says, I don't know, my tolerance is not that high, but you have days when you can eat hot ones and days you just can't handle it. I agree. Oh, wouldn't you guys agree? Yeah. Okay, Gappy says I can eat a shishito. I can eat a shishito too. Not an issue. Devin's father grew those this year, so we got a bunch of them. I actually have 2 shishitos growing right now. Huh?
Nah, if you want to hop on and eat a shishito, we can do that. Anthony says he can handle up to a ghost pepper. So, all right, yeah, you want to come on and eat a ghost pepper? That's cool.
And he says his tolerance isn't that high right now. That's higher tolerance than I have.
What, a ghost pepper?
Yeah, I can't eat a ghost pepper.
Nah, it's not that bad. That's like middle of the road.
It is now, but
yeah, I mean you got you got Reaper, you got Ghost in the middle, and then you got below it.
And you got everything below it, like the habanero is way down there.
See, I've just gotten up to the point where I can comfortably put a decent pinch of chocolate scotch bonnet into a bowl of food.
Yeah. Max says, I can eat a shish kebab. But shish kebabs.
All right, Mark, you want to come on and eat a shish kebab?
They make shish kebabs in different things on different ones, and they put peppers on them on one whole skewer. So he could be talking about a whole skewer full of ghost peppers and reapers and habaneros and what have you.
Wow.
Pretty brave.
All right.
A shish kebab.
All right. Just so people get... Here goes the other half.
Anthony says he hurt himself the other day with a 7-pot Primo. Ugh. That's pretty hot. Was that $1.5 million? Something like that. Looks like a daggone Reaper, just like 1 million less Scovilles, something like that. Variable. Oh no. I always wanted to grow the Primo. Screw the Reaper. I wanted to grow the Primo, and I got a bunch of seeds, and I never got one to actually sprout. But Mark gave me his seed germinating technique, and I am going to be using that for, I guess, every time I ever do seeds after this.
You doing all right, Rob?
Yeah, really, man.
Oh, that second one hit me harder. Yeah,
What can you say? Seen you jumping around there for a little bit.
Oh, that's funny. You're wearing a shirt that says Irish, and you're talking about jump around, jump around, jump up, and get down. You know that
I didn't even
nice
realize my
Irish
shirt was on
band,
screen now.
that nice Irish band known as House of Pain.
Yeah.
Yep, this one hit me pretty hard.
Way to go, Rob.
15 minutes later, ouch.
Zappy says get some cheese.
Hmm?
Oh, man.
I've been hearing those Hallows Eves are pretty hot. I've never seen one, but I haven't tried one.
You
I
see
wouldn't
Dave's on Monday? His
Oh,
video?
that's right. That's what he did.
Yep.
Yeah, midnight on Monday. Yeah, he got the most aggressive hiccups I've ever seen of anybody ever. Like, that's all I could comment was, like, that was the craziest amount of hiccups I've ever seen. Like, I've never seen anything like that. Like, he had, I don't know, it was like the revenge hiccups. It was the craziest hiccups I've ever heard. Like, it got to the point where he was just laughing at himself. And he's like, okay, I'm still hiccuping.
Jeez.
How's that going? What's it feel like? Front burn, middle burn, back throat, top of the mouth.
This is a front quarter of the tongue on fire. The top of the tongue and back is just lit up. It's hot poker in the front and a soldering iron in the back, and down the throat is like I'm standing out in 130-degree weather. I'm trying to breathe.
Nice.
And yeah, Dave was hurting on that one. It's not often you see Dave react that hard to a
Well, I don't know.
pod.
I don't know if he was really hurting. It was more like the hiccups just took over. Because I wanted to, and yeah, I meant to, or wait, keep like acting like he was on here tonight. He was like commenting, but he wasn't actually on here. But I meant to talk to him about, like, have you tried, like, I don't know about if you've ever looked into like how to get rid of hiccups. And there's like a bunch of different things, because the hiccups is like a deviation of the diaphragm. And like if you disrupt that, you can actually stop your hiccups. So if you, like, curl up your legs and, like, pull in, you can, and do deep breaths and stuff like that, you can actually stop hiccups. If you drink water, you can actually, because drinking water, you can actually, like, stop the deviation of your diaphragm. But I meant to ask him about that, but yeah, Anthony says, Mark, I've ate some hot peppers, but the Thai varieties are the ones that burnt the heck out of my mouth. And those cayennes, they tend to have like a different kind of heat than the what would you call it? Like the chilies, like the habaneros, like the ghost, stuff like that. Like I don't know. You take like a ghost pepper, and you can take a ghost pepper, but like you take like a cayenne or like a Thai cayenne or something like that, and that thing can really light you up, even though you're used to ghost peppers. It seems to be like a different kind of heat.
Good night, Gaby.
Right.
Night, Paula. Thanks for hanging out.
I can tell that pepper's hitting you, Rob, because you're like drinking that cheese.
Hey, Paula, if you want to go ahead and eat one of those peppers, let me know. Hop in on Monday.
No, it's almost like
Or
even
Friday.
like
Sorry,
these
go ahead.
dried ones. The first two weren't bad, but the third one, I definitely am still feeling the third one. So for the half peppers or whatever. So that second one, I'm sure, just built up on top of what you still had, even though you weren't feeling it anymore.
Cheese does wonders. I eat Thais and food, but good. Reptiles, I meant hurting due to hiccups were deep ones that hurt. Good night, Paula. Rev, I agree. Those are the instant burns on the bite.
I don't know if they're really instant burn, but they definitely are different burn. Like you eat a ghost pepper, and that is like back to the throat, moving forward, like different things like that. But like just cayenne pepper in general, like I don't know, I could eat a ghost pepper and I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, that was hot, but it's not really that bad. And at the same time, like the very next day, eat like a cayenne pepper and be like, what the heck? That thing is really hot. And obviously, 30,000 versus a million Scoville are completely different. That's why I was saying, like, I think they're just two completely different kind of hots. Kind of like, like just any kind of pepper hot versus wasabi. Like they're both quote hot, but they're not anything the same. Like wasabi
Yeah.
seems to be like a brain hot.
Mm.
No? Yeah?
I don't know. I would
Well,
agree
as
with
far as
you.
the brain hot goes, I don't know about wasabi being like that, but wasabi once and authentic stuff, but horseradish can still get quite hot.
Yeah.
I thought it was all right though, but I only had a small amount.
Anthony says he's got a tear jerker that he grew and it burns his mouth right away. So I don't know. Was that you asking to hop on here so you could try it on air? 'Cause we can make that happen.
Yeah, you can take my spot. I gotta go to bed here soon.
Oh, but not before Anthony hops on and burns his mouth up.
No, that's what I was telling him. He can hop on and take my spot. Be the third man.
I need to go wash my hands. I'll be back in a moment.
Alrighty.
And see, Rob is forgetting the easiest trick for removing capsaicin from your fingers, and that's rubbing all of your soft parts, like your eyes, mucous membranes in your nose.
Oh, that's the best way and quickest way to get that stuff off of your fingers.
Yeah, it definitely gets it off the fingers. You can feel it.
I'm like really in favor of everybody rubbing their eyes as soon as they're done handling their peppers, because there's no way that you can actually feel the love that that pepper's given you until you eat it and rub that stuff right in your eyes. As a matter of fact, I believe every single pod test that I did last year, I did exactly that. I actually ate it and I'm like, oh my God, this is so hot. Oh, right. Don't touch my eyes. Like, it was that quick. Actually, I believe it became a running joke. Ah, Anthony says soon enough, but not this time. All right, well, the offer's open. How about Monday? You want to come on Monday, Anthony? Maybe you can save up 2 or 3 tearjerker peppers that you could eat on Monday. People love it when you do multiples. Right, Devin?
Usually, I do.
Always.
That's why I did 3 halves. Gotta give everybody what they want. Just that little bit more burn.
Yeah, that's why I ate the Scotch bonnet, 2 of these Sugar Rush. Yeah, you always got to rub your eyes with the capsaicin oil all over it. Hey, even if they aren't right by then, that would be fun too. Actually, better yet, just pick them now. That way they'll be right by then. You just make them, force them to write. Wait, it's Thursday, what, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or Saturday, Sunday, Monday? Yeah, you got a bunch of time. They'll be right by then.
I don't know why, but thinking of rubbing capsaicin or capsaicin coming off easily if you rub your eyes. I keep picturing like a Gene Wilder young Frankenstein with like a jar of eyes, just get done eating a hot pepper and then just sticking his hand in this jar of loose floating eyes to wash his fingers.
Everybody always, no, I gotcha. But but no, with the whole touching your eyes, I don't know. I always liked touching my eyes after handling a hot pepper. It burns, but I don't know. Same thing like after you eat a hot pepper, you get like that endorphin rush and everything. When you touch your eyes with it, you get like the same kind of endorphin run where it's not like, oh, now I have super eyesight or anything, but you're all teary eyed and everything, and then all of a sudden you're like, I don't know, you just feel like you can see a lot better. I'm sure that's not the case, but
As you realize your eyesight has gotten about 30% worse.
could have been. I don't know. I mean, there's a good argument for that, but I always feel like it got a lot better.
I don't know. I could see that just the relief of it not burning anymore probably makes them feel a lot better and you more appreciative to have eyes that don't constantly burn.
But they don't really burn that much. They'll water a little bit, but that's about it. I don't know. I don't know. It's really weird because maybe I'm a glutton for punishment or something like that. Maybe like I'm all into like BDSM with like freaking peppers or something like that. But I don't know. Like when I touch my eyes with the pepper, I don't know. The outcome always makes me feel a lot better. That could be, I don't know. It's got to be some kind of sadomasochist kind of thing, but hey, Rob, look, you're back, and yeah, break up what I'm talking about. So yeah, make better points than what I was talking about because I was saying dumb stuff. So I'm gonna like go to the bathroom real quick, and you can grab the audience and bring them back.
I have no idea where you were, so
Yo, by the way, I was
We
talking
were
about
in left field.
BDSM. I was talking about like rubbing my eyes with pepper oil, like all kind of weird stuff. So it's all on you to bring the crowd back. So bring them back. You got this, buddy. I know you. By the way, it wasn't as bad as I was talking about. They loved it. They really.
I believe it.
They didn't. They really didn't. Bring them back. I'll be right back.
Well, I had to go wash my hands just in case of the eye rubbing thing. But yeah.
So what are the official new growing strains this year of peppers?
What am I growing this year?
Yeah, what are we adding to the shop?
I have 2 shishitos, a dozen ahi lemon drops, those Zili or whatever gusanos, the GC or CGC 5100s, 2 of those, and then for of those little tiny white ones that I forget what the names are. Those are what I have going right now. So, yeah. So there's 20 plants right there if they all come up. So we'll have to figure out what we're going to do with those. But yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be some space.
Well, I got enough buckets for 15 of them.
I was just thinking square footage
Have-
for putting them out in buckets. We're gonna have to have plenty of space for when they branch out and get bigger. And
Yeah. We'll figure it out. We always do. Clears the eye ducts and your sinuses. Yep. Eyes are okay. Still hurts. I hate the one where you touch down there. I have to go into the. Nope. Just eat another pepper. They will come back. And nope, I am done for peppers right now. In fact, I still have a little bit of cheese left. So I think I'm doing pretty good, but the burn's pretty much gone, but I'm not going to waste the cheese.
oh,
I wasn't sure how much I needed. Like everybody wants to sit here and watch me eat cheese. The
vape shop. Yeah, Anthony.
Okay. I probably can't see it, huh?
Yeah, you can. Blue Blaze vapes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some days we're twins because he's wearing the same shirt.
Yeah, usually it's my only outfit. Unless I'm doing some dirty work where I know I'm gonna end up wrecking whatever shirt I'm wearing, then I'll wear a random shirt. But otherwise, more often than not, I'm wearing work clothes. Just in case.
Yeah. You're back.
Yeah, you've been keeping up with the chat. Anthony says he's got
Yep.
50 plants, trees. Wait.
Oh, what?
I planted 50 trees late at the end of the summer. Not sure. So I'm sure I'll have plenty of pods to do later on the show. So that's cool. Anytime you want to come on, man. Mark says clears up the eye ducts and the sinuses. Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
I agree with Rob, though. You always gotta have some fun.
Yeah. Yeah, Anthony, we have like 145 flavors that we commonly produce, and we custom make everything.
And that's what Blue Blaze vapes, right?
Yep.
Blue Blaze vapes.
Yeah, we make everything custom, or we make everything to order when it's ordered. So, nope, it's not. We use that only medicinally.
Yes, they will. You can get it in little vials of the liquid, or you can get it in pre-filled, like really crappy e-cigarette chambers.
What's that? The
The
THC
medical,
extract.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
medical
THC extract.
oils or whatever
Gotcha.
they want to call it. But yeah, the way they're doing medical cannabis in our state anyway.
Soon it'll be legal everywhere. That's hilarious. I saw that burp there, Rob. I did the exact same burp at the exact same time. That's why I noticed it. I was like, oh, man, daggone peppers.
Yep, got a second blast of that one. Could have been worse. It could have been not mixed with cheese.
Ugh. Yeah, I never get into dairy when I eat peppers. And that's why, like, I don't know if you guys like watching Hot Ones. Every time I watch that and like I see anybody go through the entire wings and they don't touch the milk, like the only thing I'm thinking is not like, oh, they're a badass. The only thing I'm thinking is like, no, they're like me. Like they would rather like drink a couple sips of water, which would be worse. Just because milk sucks so bad. I hate milk. Although I will say that if I have the chance to drink raw milk, I will definitely jump at that. But regular, like, what do they call that? Homogenized milk or whatever.
Pasteurized.
Yeah, I'm not down with that stuff.
Mm-hmm. I like cheeses though.
Oh no, I love. Yeah. If you look at Revto Raw and you look at the cooking videos and stuff like that, I'm all like, oh, I really am not into that. I'm not into cheese or anything like that. And I'm really not. But apparently I use cheese in like half the recipes I use. So I don't know. Apparently I'm into cheese. So
Yep. When my chicken is just about done, I take it out and put a bunch of cheese over the top of it and put it back in until it's melted.
heck yeah, I do that with everything.
Yep.
Apparently. I never knew. It's not until I was commenting with like JT Bear, which hey, by the way, what do we got? 10 viewers here, I believe. Hey, if you want to see JT Bear on here, make sure you go and tell JT Bear that you would like to see him on here. Because I've talked to him many times and he's ready to come on, but apparently he was waiting to have better internet. He now has better internet. He's now waiting on a better computer. So if you want to see JT on here, make sure you just go and tell him that you'd like to see him on here. Yeah, just a nice shout out for JT. Because I'm pretty sure, well, he was saying he needs to get a better computer. The computer I'm coming at you with right now, the computer I normally use, both of those are like 10 years old. So I'm pretty sure he's clear on the computer aspect.
Oh, probably.
I hope so.
Anthony's talking to you in like vape perspective.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's talking about. He's talking like Chinese to me.
Yeah, he's talking about Mingo being his.
Yeah, 60 V, 40 PG. I'm like, oh man, you lost me.
Basically, it's stating that he likes his liquids to be a little bit thicker, so he gets a little more vapor out of it, and less likely to leak out of a tank because it's a little bit thicker. Mango is the main base, and the X2, if it was in our language, how we write it, would be a double shot of mango in it. So that's how I'm reading it. And mango is really good flavor.
I was reading it the same way as you, a double shot of mango, just a little bit thicker.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's a good one.
Yeah, if you need some of that liquid, hit up Blue Blaze Vapes. I'm sure they can hook you up with some good liquid.
If you're
Yeah.
ever coming through Minnesota, look this up.
Well, I'm sure they'll ship it, right?
I do to people that I can verify their age.
Ooh. Better Photoshop that driver's license.
Well, there's a few people that will call me, or they'll send me a text, and then I'll call them back, and they'll place an order, and I'll take a credit card over the phone and send it out that day or the next day.
What about if there's no nicotine? Is there still an age limit?
Same difference.
Oh, really?
Same
Yeah,
difference.
It's
Weird.
regardless, they consider it a nicotine product because it's meant for nicotine,
Gotcha.
but because it's by their definition, vaping is considered an active smoking. You still would have to be of legal age to smoke to be able to purchase anything associated with it in the first place, whether it's even just a battery for it. To go into the vape shop and buy it, you still have to be 18 to buy the battery.
Oh, dang. Just to buy the battery?
Because any part of it could be considered able to be used as whatever or however.
Yeah, it's considered a tobacco product.
Versus, you could also use that battery to,
Put in a flashlight.
Yeah.
do whatever. Like make the new weird, like clear energy and, free the world of oil kind of thing.
Yep.
But nope. Look, you're not 18. You can't buy that battery to, complete your invention.
Well, you should be able to get them from like actual hobby shops and things, but like I don't know why you would specifically be getting one from an e-cig store unless you were looking for one for an e-cig. Because I mean, if you buy a flashlight from Menards that takes the same battery, you could probably get a battery from Menards. You wouldn't have to go to the local e-cig shop to buy a battery. But you wouldn't have to be 18 to purchase it from Menards because it's in their flashlight section versus in a cigarette store or a tobacco shop.
No, I'm just presenting the argument from some kid that would really like to smoke, stuff, but yet, do it from, illegal sense, but, argue from a legal sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't smoke, kids. That's
okay. So Mark's saying or asking, can't underage still use a credit card? That's why I specifically state I have to verify your age before I'll take a credit card over the phone. Under the FDA rules and regulations, anybody who appears to be under the age of 27 has to be carded at the door in order to get in the store. So yeah,
that's a rule. That's like an actual law.
Yeah, regulation.
So like the real law is like 18, but they're like, yeah, we're gonna tag like an extra law on top of that, and like if they look 27 or under, and like apply that rule too.
Yep. I have to take into account.
The main reason, from my understanding, is with recent health studies and things, they've found that most brains and bodies don't stop developing until 25.
Yeah.
So in the near future here, they want to update the tobacco buying age and alcohol purchasing age to at least 27, so you have 2 years for your body to be fully developed before you start destroying it.
That is just kind of dumb. Okay, so you can go to war and you can die for your country and all that stuff at 18, but you can't actually buy alcohol until 27 or cigarettes. Like that doesn't make sense. Yeah, sorry. I don't agree with that. Like if you want to change, like you can't go to war until you're 27, then maybe I'll agree with that, but I don't know. You can't have one or the other. I agree that like, oh, they're not fully developed until 27. I agree with that. And I've heard that a bunch of different times. So like I know that there's a lot of validity to that. But like to say, oh, you can't have alcohol or and again, I believe that probably overall would be a good thing. I mean, thinking back to me at 21, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have drank until I was 27, but I don't know. I don't really think that that's a really good idea whenever you say like, oh, you can die at 18 for your country, but you know, you got to wait 10 more years until you can actually have a drink or a cigarette.
And see, I feel like they should add on like some sort of clause that states unless you have like a valid military ID, you have to be 27 or older. If you have a valid military ID and you went over and served your term or whatever, you want to take shots wherever you want to take shots, go ahead and take shots. You want to smoke cigarettes like they're going out of style, you earned it, buddy. You earned it. Go ahead, do what you want, But people over here who are like the younger generations below me even who are crying about, oh, we can't even play tag because there's a loser, like, no, you can wait. You can wait till you're 27.
So Anthony says, I can provide my age buddy, laughing out loud. I'm pretty sure I'm way too old now. I get carded everywhere. I'm told I still look like a kid. Must be an Asian thing.
Isn't that annoying as hell? I get carded all the time, and I do not look like a 17-year-old kid or a 20-year-old kid.
Yeah, but it's under 27.
Well, not here. Here it is, you got to be 18 to buy cigarettes. You got to be 21 to buy alcohol. That's it.
Yeah, that's the same as it is here. But the clerk is supposed to card you.
But there's no like, you got to look 27. No, those are policies at the store, like the grocery store
regulations.
Well, the grocery store, the Harris Teeter one, if you look 30 and under, they should card you. But the one that I normally go to, their thing is if you look 40 and under, that they should card you.
Yes. Yeah, they can increase it if they want, but the minimum is 27 now.
Well, around here, the age is 18 and 21. So there is no...
I know. If you look like you're under the 27 or younger, they have to card you.
Yeah.
The stores have that option to take it up to 30 or kick it up to 40.
Like no. We don't have an actual law like that. We have we've got a law that says you've got to be 18 to buy cigarettes. You got to be 21 to buy beer or alcohol.
Probably state though. State.
Yeah, but
federally you have to be at least 20 or whatever. You have to have ID until 27 or whatever.
Yeah, but
if you're under the age of 27, you have to check.
Yeah, but there's no like you got to be 27 kind of thing. That's all policy.
No, it's not. Yeah.
What am I missing something? Do we got some kind of felony or federal type law where it's 27? Because I'm totally missing out if that's the case.
I mean, okay. It's more or less what we're saying is, yeah, you're right. You have to be 18 to purchase tobacco, 21 to purchase alcohol. But if you look like you're younger than 27, by federal law, they're supposed to check your ID. They can still sell you alcohol if you're under 27, but they have to at least check your ID to prove that you are of age to purchase whatever you're purchasing.
Yeah. So it's 18 and 21, like you said, but anybody who looks under the age of 27 has to be carded in order to be sold to. The stores can take and increase that to 30, or like Mark is saying here, they had to have or made them card them if they didn't look like they were 40. So their store policy or the bar policy says 40, but it's still 21 to purchase. But if you look like you're under 40, they have to card you, and just like he's saying there. So I'm not saying if you're under 27, I can't sell to you. If you're under 18, I can't sell to you. But if you look like you're under 27, I have to card you when you walk through the door.
But that's an actual like law.
Federal regulation.
Okay, I never heard about
Just passed.
No.
It just passed not too long ago.
I've heard about like if like obviously, you know, the 18 cigarettes, 21 alcohol kind of thing, but I never heard about like the 27 if you look 27 or less kind of thing. Like all I ever heard was the local grocery store, they have like a 30. If you're 30 or less or look 30 or less, then we're going to card you, which kind of makes sense because like that's a good rule. But 40, come on, you're stretching it there. Like 40 is not 20. You're looking at 21 is like the max, you know, the minimum age that you actually want to catch someone at. 40 is, I don't know. That's just overkill there. I don't know. I never carry my ID on me. So whenever I try to buy alcohol or anything, if they ever give me a hard time, I'm like, screw you. You know, keep your damn alcohol and I'll go somewhere else. And I go somewhere else because around here, everybody, like every store I go to, they all know me. And if I ever go to a store where they don't know me, then I'm like, screw you. I'm not going there. I'd rather go pay $2 more at this other store because they don't give me a hard time.
Yep. And if we want to take this one more level up, for vape shop specific stores, who walks through the door, who looks under the age of 27, has to be carded every time they walk through the door. Even if I can take and recite your age and your birth date, I still have to have you show me your ID every time you walk through the door. So a friend comes in, I check his ID, he forgets something in his car, goes out, grabs it, turns around, comes back in. I got to check it again.
Yep.
Every time he walks through the door, I have to check his ID. Even though he's been coming in the shop for 2 years, good friend, you know, and definitely know he's old enough, he still has to show every time.
Yeah, I wouldn't be going in there very much.
I'm
that pain in the ass that will not do that kind of thing. That is too much like jumping through hoops. Like you already like well, first off, well, you're telling me that 27, there's a rule with that. But like besides that, to my knowledge, the rule is like you got to be 21 to buy alcohol, 18 to buy cigarettes or tobacco products. So anything like above that, well, anything beyond that, like no, I'm not showing my ID just because I'm 27 and you think I might be 20. You know, like I don't know. It just seems like such a pain in the butt. It seems like an overreach.
Yep.
I mean, like I get where they're coming from. We don't want underage kids to be drinking. Well, that shouldn't be the people that sell alcohol's, you know, problem. They check IDs. Oh, you're 21, you should be able to buy alcohol. You know, like it should be that simple. It shouldn't be like, oh, you might be 27, now I gotta card you. You know, like I don't know. It just seems like such an overreach.
It is, but like you saying up here,
I gotta mention that I am a total pain in the butt and I hate rules and everything like that. So
what was it? They do the looking age thing to protect the establishment. Recommend to card everyone to be safe. You know, that's basically what it's about.
Yeah, and I totally disagree with that. I believe that is like making everybody out to be the most stupid people that they can be. Like they're not smart enough to actually make a judgment call on that guy is not 17. He's actually, you know, 40. You know, like when you're like carding a 50-year-old guy because you think he's 17 years old, that just becomes ridiculous to me. When you do the same thing like a 50-year-old guy and he might be 20 and he can't buy alcohol. It just becomes really ridiculous to me. Like,
Well,
well, let me back it up. My entire life, like I was, I turned 21 and I'm like, all right, I'm 21. Like I no longer have to get carded anymore. And they're like, yeah, if you look 25, then we're going to card you. And I'm like, dang it. Like now I got to be 25. Then I made it to 25 and they're like, yeah, if you look 30, now you got to be carded because we can't trust you people because, just because you're 25, we know it's 21, but now it's 30. Like if you look 30 or less, now you have to get carded. And then I became 30 and then they're like, no, it's 35. And then I became 35 and they're like, no, it's 40. I'm like, Jesus Christ, how long are you going to like keep this thing going? Like,
Yeah.
for crying out loud, I don't look like I'm 19. I don't look like I'm 20. I don't look like I'm 17. Sell me the stuff, like, I don't know. I just feel like and it's not the people that sell it's fault. And that's where they put the blame on. Like, oh, well, they might sell it. Well, that's not their problem. They look at an ID. The ID says 22. You can buy alcohol. You can't blame them for not knowing an ID.
Well, and you can't blame them either if, like, someone comes in your store and his friend is parked 3 blocks away, waiting in the car, who is 15 and sends his, 27-year-old friend in to buy 8 bottles of alcohol and walk back to his car, get in and host an underage party. Like,
no,
how are you
that's
going to stop that by
27-year-old.
selling to you're selling to a legal adult, but he's providing for the minor. That's not their fault. It's that kid's fault.
Yeah, but that's the 27-year-old's fault.
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
the ableist fault. You can't blame the store because they didn't do enough rigorous, interrogation. No, they sold to a 27-year-old. Everything's legal. That 27-year-old gave it to a 15-year-old. There's the illegality.
Exactly.
Break down on that. That's not the store's fault.
Yeah, it's not the store's fault. The store has no liability with it. And like Anthony says here, Rob, yes, I agree with the card thing. We had an unexpected inspector in our store before, and he was auditing if we were enforcing. Well, Anthony, it's happened to us too. So that's one of the reasons why we're so cautious about this, because we don't want it to come up and happen again. So the door gets carded if they look like they're 27 or under.
And I do agree with you, Rev. It is kind of stupid as far as they've gone with it, for the simple fact of, I mean, if, like Rob said, if someone comes in and has been coming in for a while, and the person's of age, they're not gonna all of a sudden walk out the door, go to their car because they forgot something, come back in and be 13 instead of 22. It doesn't work that way. Nobody goes backwards in age just because they walked out the door for a couple of minutes and came back. Like, why do I have to check your ID again?
Well, not only that, but like, if you are obviously of age, like me, there's no confusing me with a 17-year-old boy. I'm sorry. If you actually think that I'm confusable with a 17-year-old boy, you should never have a job where you actually should make that call. I'm sorry. You shouldn't. I mean, I am not one that's good on age, but I'm sorry. I do not look like a 17 nor a 20-year-old boy.
Yeah, but if you look like you're 27 or younger, you have to be carded. And that's a discretionary thing up to the person who's working.
I don't believe I look like a 17-year-old boy either.
Yeah, but you don't look like you're 27 either.
I'm sorry.
So I wouldn't card you as you came in the door.
I'm sorry. I don't want to say 27-year-old boy. I meant 27-year-old man. But
yeah, so I don't think you look younger than 27 either, so I wouldn't card you walking in the door anyway.
No, but
you get every once in a while you get somebody that you figure is in their mid-20s, and you look at their ID and they turned 18 5 days beforehand. Those are the ones that throw you.
Yeah, well, I would have to agree with that.
And again, I hate to be that guy that like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm just whining about like, I shouldn't get carded. No, I understand. There are so many people where I look at them and I'm like, holy cow, I have no clue how old you are. You could be 18, you could be 29. I have no clue. So I
In that
get
case, just
that.
card them.
So I get that whole, carding part, but I don't know. I don't know. I just, like I said, I went through the whole thing where it's like, oh, if you're 25, if you're 30, if you're 35, if you're 40, like I went through that entire thing and now I'm like at the top end of the spectrum. Like, how far are you going to go? What is it
Yeah.
next? Like, I hit 40 and now you're like, oh, if you look 45, like seriously, if you look 45 and you're carding them because you think they look 20, probably should get a better job or a different job. Not a better job. Obviously, you can't handle this job, so you should probably get a different job.
Yeah, but see what it all boils down to
Is government.
is if I want to stay in business, I have to follow these regulations. And
Yep.
these regulations say if you look like you're under,
and if you
huh?
screw up, you get really screwed over.
15 grand.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was way more than that, but still, that's a lot.
Yeah. If they decide to prosecute, they can prosecute for up to 15,000 on one violation. So, like I was saying, if I want to stay in business, I have to follow the regulation. Regulation states if you look like you're under the age of 27 or younger, I have to card you every time you walk in the door. So even though I agree it's a totally stupid thing, especially if I know the person, but if I want to stay in business, I still have to follow it. So
now is that
it is what it is.
Is that like Minnesota? You said it was federal, right?
No, it's federal.
Yeah.
It's a federal.
Because I worked where they sold beer, and I never heard about the federal. It was all like, have to be 21 for beer, have to be 18 for cigarettes, but I never heard of federal. Like,
Yeah.
I've heard
How long has it been though since you did that?
like a month.
Since you worked at a place where you had to card somebody?
Yeah.
Okay, because
But no, before that it was like the local grocery store. If you're 30 and under, they will card you. If you look 30 or under, they will card you at one grocery store. The other one, if you look 40 and under, they will card you. But no, that was a policy. That's why I started off with policy and not like.
okay, yeah, they were telling you it's policy.
Oh no, that actually is policy. But no, what you're talking about, no, that's probably. I don't like say that what you're saying isn't true. But what I'm talking about, that definitely was company policy.
Yeah, because see, Anthony's even confirming that it's federal.
Yep.
His family owns vape shops and I'm taking it. But yeah, so
Crazy.
Anyway, it's become a moot point. If I want to stay in business, I have to do it. It's stupid, I agree. What can I do about it? Not a whole lot at this point in time.
Well, I was going to throw a wrench in there, I guess, with the fact of Rev bringing it up. I wonder if it's not more something they're pressing on vape shops, because vape is that hated industry in the whatever FDA money pocket cash scheme thing they got going on. So they might be pressing everything on us and then kind of just like, well, you know the rules, alcohol and tobacco.
Yeah, but isn't there a sign
Good point
on the smoke shop that says 27 and under too?
I don't think there is up at the other one in town, the actual like tobacco smoke shop.
Yeah.
I think theirs just says 18 and older with a stop sign.
What's up, Loose Goose?
Yeah, I agree with Anthony again. Owners that don't card are accepting the risk. As a business owner, we are annoyed by the perception of age, but we have to protect our business. So, yeah. And Loose Goose was the guy who was calling you the green t-shirt guy. Or green shirt guy.
Yeah. What's up, Loose Goose?
You realize we've been going for 3.5 hours now.
No. Oh, wait. I was going to say
Yeah.
2.5 hours. Maybe it was 3.5.
I was gonna say it
Yeah,
should almost be
3.5
2
hours.
o'clock in the morning for you now, Rev.
Wait, I don't know. I'm on wecard.org, and they've got a red highlighted thing, FDA requirement, under 20 age, minimum age to ask for proof of age identification. But it's really unclear. It's highlighted in red, and that's why I'm saying it's unclear, because that seems like it. Oh, that's what it is. But there's a bunch of other things here. But anyway, like you were saying, I don't want to get caught up on stupid.
Yeah, you're getting sidetracked.
I don't care. I'm not selling cigarettes tonight. I'm selling beer. I don't care. Hey, Anthony, did you know that Rob was going to eat something else hot tonight? He totally told me
No.
like in a text message earlier. So if you make sure that you let him know that you know that he's going to do it, then I don't know, he's going to do it. Just saying.
No, I think
Can you see my head?
No, I totally didn't see that. So Anthony, please ask him, and he will go ahead and eat that hot.
I probably got to
Chat's
call
over
it a night,
there.
though. It's getting to that point where I got to open the shop tomorrow.
What was
Yeah,
that?
go to bed. Hmm?
No, Devin said something. What was that?
Oh, saying I got to go to bed here. It's getting close to the time where I'm going to have to wake up and open the shop. Got to get some sleep in.
Yeah, go to bed.
Oh yeah, it's getting close to 1, right?
For us, yeah, so it should be close to 2 for you.
Yeah, coming up.
Hopefully we don't have a flood in the morning.
Oh, I hope not. I hope not.
Okay, fine, Kay. I'll see you in the morning then.
Alrighty. Thank you for having me on, Rev.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us. Like always,
Anybody-
you're always welcome.
Anybody who wants to check me out, look up Devin G on YouTube. Rev can probably throw the link up in the chat for you guys. Maybe.
I can. It's coming. Tag on it.
Alright, it'll get there.
Why it's so hard? Oh wait, because I always do the wrong one.
Well, we shall
I'll watch him put it up.
we shall catch you all hopefully on the Monday show. Take
Yeah,
it
I'll
easy,
see you
everyone.
tomorrow. Later.
Ooh, darn.
Anthony,
Later.
I'm not eating anymore tonight.
No, I meant to say bye to Devin.
Yeah.
See if I can.
And we should probably call it a night too.
Well,
Like I said, 3.5 hours.
3.5.
Well, yeah, we started a little after 9 and that's a little before 1.
Yeah. Hang on 1 second. We got. Oops.
Sorry to hear that, Mark. I don't know myself.
There's Rob Z's channel. Oh wait, there it is. Or no, that's not it. Dang it.
My channel. growing stuff, mainly peppers right now. About to start up the hydroponics. Peppers in the shop. Bottle gardens. Bunch of different stuff. A few vape related things too.
There's Brother Troll that couldn't show up.
I guess it is late. I work in 4 hours. Sorry to hear that, Anthony. Sorry. Go to bed. Yeah, we should call it a night. Give yourself a plug. Everybody knows who you are, though.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I am just that guy that does things. I'm over here. You know, pit bull in hand, all that stuff. Got peppers going on.
You need to eat that yet. All right, let's say goodnight.
Yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. I'm sure we're gonna have some other. I couldn't get everybody in there. I got Rob in there. I got Troll. Mine is right there. Sure. Where the heck is Dave? I'm sure I could put Dave's up there. No, it's not. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, that's good enough. There's a bunch of people. Go check them out. Yeah, normally going live on Mondays, sometimes Wednesdays, apparently. And yeah, you want to come back, check out what we got going on, join in the chat, see what we got going on. Maybe we got different peppers that we're trying to taste on over here, like this Scotch bonnet, this, you know. But yeah, come back, do all that fun stuff. Make sure you subscribe to Rob over there, Rob Z, ROBB space Z. Check out all of his indoor growing that's going on in Minnesota, in the cold, in the snow, where at the end of his videos, he actually has snow falling and everything like that. And meanwhile, I'm over here going, look at the snow. Like, I got 70-degree temperatures over here today.
What are you, Deathage?
What's up, Susan? I didn't know you were still here.
She's saying goodnight, just like Anthony's saying goodnight.
Yeah. Good night to you both. Hopefully you'll come back, check us out at a later time. I'm unsure whether I'm going to come back and do some live stuff on Friday or over the weekend. Maybe Rob will join me. Maybe he won't. He might be burned out by now, but I'm thinking
taking
about
off for
it.
the weekend.
What's that?
I'm taking off for the weekend. It's deer hunting weekend.
Ah. Well, what do you mean for the weekend? Saturday, Sunday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
I'm leaving Saturday night.
What about
we're
Friday?
Back on Tuesday night.
Are you free Friday night?
No, I'll be driving.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Well,
then Monday night, if I can get my iPad to work, I could be on Monday, but otherwise it won't be on Monday.
oh man, starting to devastate us over here.
No. It's hunting season. I get to go out in the cold and have some fun and not shoot anything and come home.
Make sure you shoot video. Put it up on your channel.
Yeah, I never do that. Huh, I'll think about it.
Oh,
But yeah, we should say goodnight.
Yeah.
So good night,
all right,
everybody
well,
in the chat. That's fine.
Well, like I said, I was thinking about like maybe doing a couple more live streams. So make sure you just subscribe. So hit that bell notification type daily so you know when I'm going live. You'll see when I'm going live. Rob will be doing things all weekend. I'm sure he's going to record it, put it on his channel. Make sure you subscribe to him. That way you can go ahead and check out all of his new vlog type videos whenever he gets done. So thanks for hanging out with us. This was an extended, super long video. Apparently, I guess it was 4 hours long, right?
pushing it. Yeah.
Jeez, oh man. Okay, I should have been stopped about an hour ago, so apparently I wasn't. But thank you guys for having the stamina to hang out with us. It was.
Well, we got to try and keep it under 3.
I like
Yeah.
right at 3 hours. I think that's a good amount. Like the Joe Rogan podcast, you 3 hours. Everybody's like, I can't believe it. Like went past that that quick. But any more than that, it's usually like, oh, is it still going on? So,
All right.
but no, totally agree. Thank you, Anthony Tran, Susan Garza, everybody else that's been hanging out there in the chat. I appreciate it. I'll catch y'all very shortly. Thank you, Rob, as always, for hanging out with me. Always
It was fun.
your company. And yeah, Alex and Sandy. If you're out there still, appreciate that you stopped by as well. So, all right, that was us hanging out here, just doing stuff, talking about things. Thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you in the next video. Till
It was
then.
me eating peppers that kept us going.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Anthony.
I ate a bunch of peppers too. Give me credit.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Let's
We'll
hang it
catch
up.
y'all later. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all.